guys get hints.
Well, if we need them. Don't give us hints unless we need them.
Are we going to start with that?
Well, we'll start with whatever. But,
Okay.
and then we'll go into that, yeah.
Are you going to put your headphones on?
Which one's yours?
Which one's what?
The water.
Oh, this one.
Does it matter?
Not really.
Probably lick each other's buttholes. I don't see
Not
that.
necessarily.
Not really.
But
You know we're recording right now.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. We're on the air.
Why would you do that?
Because it's fun.
that's the whole point.
Oh. Okay.
Surprise.
Did you already do the intro?
No.
Yeah. We'll do the intro.
What do you mean do the intro?
Did you play the music and everything?
No. I add the music after.
You give me a countdown every
It's-
time.
I know. I didn't do it this time.
I had a a beautiful opening to do.
We just started recording.
Oh, I guess
And then you said something
fuck
about
my opening, right?
said something about licking buttholes.
Yeah.
All right, let's start. okay?
Starting today. I don't even remember what my intro was going to be now.
You don't remember? How do you not remember your intro?
I don't know. It was going to be fun. I just hope you know you ruined it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Cop and the Con podcast
That was
with Tanner
stupid.
Johnson.
Everybody just turned off after that. We're the cop.
You might have noticed that it looks like me and Tanner are wearing matching shirts today, but we're not.
I'm wearing the Dixon flannel party shirt called the Dixon Cider. Dixon Cider. Dixon Cider. Dixon Cider.
I think they got it.
Eric, which one are you wearing?
I'm wearing the Kill Switch Engage shirt.
Yeah.
Dixon party shirt.
Party flannel. It's got beer and
Yeah.
pizza and Kill Switch Engage and guitars. Don't get any more metal than that, man.
That's right.
I think we were going to have a guest this week, right? And we're going to have to wait till next week.
Yeah, we're going to wait till next week. He's not quite ready yet, but give us more
That's
time
fine.
to prepare.
We've
so.
not been ready sometimes, and
We're not ready today.
we're not ready today, obviously.
Yeah.
Gosh, dang it.
But we never run out of stuff to talk about.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's not a big arm here. I got a lot of complaints about how handsome I am and how the arm of the microphone was blocking me, so I got a new microphone. So to all the ladies out there,
We're going to lose some views.
yeah.
What'd you do this weekend, Tanner?
This weekend, if you guys have noticed, if you are loyal listeners, which we do have quite a few, the sticker thing went really well. Got people asking for stickers. I had about 10 people stop by the store. Did you have anybody stop at the studio?
I did.
So we're gonna give them out. I ordered another 100. So this first 100 I planned on we can give out, but I think we're gonna have a little. I'm gonna look into getting a little link and maybe doing a little bit of merch, and we'll sell them for like $2. I know it's not a whole lot, but all we're gonna do is put that right back into the studio and do some things. We got new lighting. I got us some new lighting for the show. I don't know if we look even more handsome. And I don't know what else you noticed, but somebody painted.
Yeah, looks great.
Finally.
I didn't notice when I walked in, but it looks great.
Me neither. I also
These two
did not
morons
notice.
walked right in, and I didn't say a word. I stayed up until 1 o'clock last night painting this room with the help of Parker, Hayden, and Eric Wisman. Hayden is not a Wisman. Parker is, though. Hayden never told me his last name, but I don't care. He got mentioned, so he must be important.
They did a good job, man.
They helped me tape it off and paint it, and Avery did. Avery came in and gave me a little hand. But we
How much? Now, let me ask you this: how much did you actually do?
You can call and ask. I did probably 75% of this.
So we can call Eric right now.
Absolutely. I wish I knew how to Bluetooth to our thing. I would. I wonder if that even shows up on our Bluetooth thing. But yeah, I stayed up all night and
All night?
1 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I did a lot of painting, and I do this for you guys. You, not for him. Anyway, my point of my story was I stayed up all night. I didn't say a word.
1 o'clock.
And they walk in to the room. It's blatantly, obviously different. Both of them just walk around the room. And I wait.
And what'd you
say?
say?
And I wait. I said, fuck you, both. And they still didn't get it. Then they turn around and look and still didn't notice. And then finally one of them says, oh, you painted. Yeah, cool, thanks. Real sweethearts they are.
It looks great, Tanner.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting Eric Wisman to paint the room.
Gosh dang it, I gotta figure out how to do this.
It's all right. I believe you. I believe you.
I don't know how to do I bought the dang Bluetooth module so we could call people, and I can't. call anybody. So anyway, yeah. Other than that, I didn't do anything. I just got done watching. I don't know if we have any soccer fans out there, but Argentina just won 1-0. I don't know how people spend that much time watching a game that ends in 1-0. Any game that could end in a tie, I won't watch.
I know this might be unpopular opinion, but I would rather watch paint dry than watch soccer.
I would too. But I will say the halftime show was fantastic. Madonna came out. She sang a song. She passed it off to... I didn't ever see him, but the Coldplay singer was there. And from then, they went to... Ted Lasso showed up. So Ted Lasso's walking down the sideline, and he calls in for a substitute, and he throws up a JB, and Justin Bieber came out and sang a song. And then Justin Bieber passed it off to my future ex-wife, Shakira. And she did some things. And I watched very closely.
Speaking of Madonna, have you ever seen... We're sharing screen right now, and I wanted to try this out, but have you ever seen the...
well, I can't see if it's on that screen.
The video... Where's the search on here? Here it is.
Don't type in P on your search engine.
Have you ever seen...
Definitely don't type POR.
Have you ever seen the Madonna video where she does... she plays the Pantera song?
Yes.
A New Level?
It's awesome.
Will we get in trouble for showing that?
We can because it's copyrighted, so yes.
Okay.
We can get in trouble for showing that. But I have seen it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Licensed music.
I guess she was... even if it's on YouTube, we'll get in trouble for showing it? Oh, shit. All right.
As far as I read, now we probably ought to go over that after this episode and look at that again. But as far as I know, any licensed music, we can get in trouble for redistributing.
Okay. Well, from what I understand, the story is that the guitarist for Helmet, I don't know who he is, but he was her guitar tech for her tour and was teaching her guitar. And I guess they were down in Brazil or somewhere in South America somewhere. And you know how...
Did they play a new level or did they play WAP?
They played a new level.
Yeah, I thought it was.
And you know how all the kids in South America go crazy for metal. I mean, like it's so huge down there.
Yeah.
And she just went. I think she was playing that song. I don't know, Every Little Thing That You Say. I don't know what the name of the song is. I'm not a big Madonna fan, but I mean she's great and talented and everything, but not my cup of tea. But I guess they went into a new level and just the crowd went crazy.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Yeah,
they did really good.
Super talented, man, and she played it really good too. You gonna ask us what we did this weekend, Tim?
I knew you were wanting me to, so I'm trying to avoid it.
Classic.
What did you do, Dory? Talking to the mic there, pal.
Oh, Dory wants to tell what we did.
No,
Not-
she leaned in and she didn't get quite close enough, so she couldn't hear.
Not particularly. I'd rather you tell it.
Yeah.
So my youngest son is a wrestler, and he wrestles year round.
Hey, wait, real quick. What's your youngest daughter's name?
Brittany?
No. What's the other daughter's name?
Kaylee?
No, the other one.
Raylan?
There you go. I got you on. You're welcome, Ray.
She's not my youngest daughter.
I don't care.
She's my
I
oldest
told her
daughter.
I'd make you say her name, and I did it. So there you go, Ray. You're on. Okay. Anyway, carry on with your story.
Did she really tell you that?
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Yeah, she's like...
She's a little upset that her husband made it on the episode
Josh
before.
got a shout out, and I said my son-in-law. I didn't even mention his name. But anyway, my youngest son is a wrestler, and we had and that means if you're wrestling year round, you go to these tournaments all over the Western United States, basically, and spend a bunch of money, but it's worth it. So we went to beautiful Socorro, New Mexico, and I don't know if you've ever been to the middle part of New Mexico, but it is in the middle of nowhere.
So we did a family vacation 2 years ago where we started here, went from here to Deming, from Deming to Las Cruces, from Las Cruces to... We went all the way to Carlsbad, and we only were in the car for 3 hours at a time and stayed at a different town. So I don't know. Socorro's more north, though, isn't it?
It's a little northwest of Carlsbad. So my sister met us there, and she lives in Roswell, which is right above Carlsbad.
we
It's
went to
Roswell, Artesia, or it's Artesia, Roswell. And then if you go west, you go through like Alamogordo and that actually where I was born. And then Socorro's kind of right south of Albuquerque.
Yeah. Because we used to have to travel through there to go home when we lived in Albuquerque.
Truth or Consequences is right there. It's a nice town. But, man, we went, the scenic route, we went through up through Reserve, New Mexico, like Glenwood, where the catwalk is.
Okay, yeah.
We actually hiked the catwalk yesterday on the way back, which is, I'm still sore from that. It was like 4 miles. Super fun, beautiful place. But we went through Reserve, beautiful through there, lots of trees, mountains. And went through a town, not even a town, Horse Springs or something like that. There was
pretty much abandoned.
Yeah, abandoned ghost town. And dead elk on the side of the road that somebody hit like for 2 days. It was there when we went back the same way. But as you're going, I think from Dottle, New Mexico, to Socorro, Magdalena, Socorro area, there's a dry lake that's like 55 miles wide. And we're driving pretty much through nothing. No trees in sight, nothing. And we look over to the right, and there's all these satellite dishes. There's 27 satellite dishes. They're 80 feet in diameter, each one.
Huge.
They're huge. And I was like, holy crap, that looks just like from the movie Contact. Remember the movie Contact with Jodie Foster? Did you ever see that movie?
Who's Jodie Foster?
Oh, Jesus.
Let me look it up.
Are you serious? You know who Jodie Foster is?
Is she like...
She's an actress.
Here we go. Dory's already Dory's already in full form.
Yeah, misspelling and everything.
Fosdater.
Jodie Foster. She did
Foster.
Jodie right, though. Good job. It's actually Jody.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Jody.
The one time I tried to actually spell a name right.
So we go by these satellites. It was in a movie called Contact, where they make contact with what?
Why did they
What are
do
you
that?
doing,
Did
bro?
you see it? Did you see it do that? That's not what I looked up.
Yeah, that was weird.
So right there. So see the movie poster with
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
I know
satellite
Jodie
dishes?
Foster.
Yeah.
I dated her. She chewed funny. I dumped her.
She smelled like
I hate
she
the way
smelled
she-
like vegetable
Yeah,
beef
I
soup.
hate the way she chewed. Real
Did you
loud
say
eater.
vegetable
Loud
pea
eater.
soup?
I broke up with a girl that smelled like soup before.
Oh.
So anyway, that's where this movie was filmed, parts of it. And it's just, they shoot these radio waves into space, and they receive the radio waves. And so we drove by, we went to the wrestling tournament. Son did really well this weekend, super proud of him.
What's his name?
Jackson.
Yeah.
And he went 3-0. He did awesome. And then the next morning, we wake up and we drive back. And we went the same way, and we went by the VLA. It's called the Very Large Array. That's the actual scientific name for it, the VLA. And we stopped, and we took a tour, and it was awesome. One of the coolest things we found out is they point these satellites at the same thing, and they're all 27 of them are pointed at the same thing. And they all work together in gathering this data. Mm-hmm. And it's the equivalent of having one satellite dish that's 22 miles in diameter.
Wait, what?
Yeah, these 27
So
satellites.
they all comprise of different ones, but they equal...
Yeah, equal one large 22-mile diameter satellite. And they can see other galaxies, black holes, all kinds of cool stuff. It was really cool. And alien contact.
Yeah.
So, and hence that's what the movie's about, is an alien contacting her. But it was super cool. Like you don't expect it to be out there. And the reason it's in the middle of nowhere is because there's we had to turn our cell phones off.
Yeah, you couldn't
Any
have
cell phone
any
transmission,
watches,
no
nothing.
watches. Your Bluetooth had to be turned off. Your backup cameras on your car, which I don't know how to turn that off, but they asked to turn that off. And any of those radio emissions will disrupt their signals. And so it was super cool, though. I would have never known it to be out there. But the reason it's out in the middle of nowhere is because they can't have any interference, and it's super dry there, even though when we were there it was raining and lightning all around. But rain kind of disrupts the signal, too. But why don't you pull up VLA and see what and so Tanner can get an idea.
The crazy thing about it, too, is when we were there and we were doing, like, our self-walk tour.
I'm going to pull it up on a Chrome tab and see. See if the viewers can see it.
They had this a smaller one. It's not as big as the big ones right here, but it's smaller and it's actually kind of square too. And so their next project is it's big. It's probably
The square one is big?
Yeah, it's probably just a little bit smaller than this, like, but the satellite itself is a little more square.
Well, all of our internet that we install that has radio waves and cell phone waves, they're all square.
Yeah.
The satellites we put on people's houses.
So he was reading that they're supposed to get 200, and I think it's 236.
236 new dishes.
Which I don't know if they're going to be connected and kind of work together all as one as these ones do, or if they're going to, like, dismember these, take these down, because those weigh, what did you say, like 20 tons?
Oh, no.
50?
They weigh 230 tons
230
apiece.
tons. And then
Yeah.
the
Each
little,
one of the satellites?
Each one of the
yes,
satellites.
and they're like on a rail system, and they have this little, like, trolley looking thing that's what, like 20 tons then for the trolley?
150-ton trolley.
So obviously they're getting results, or this still wouldn't be in.
Oh yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
pictures that they showed was great. They're finding galaxies
Yeah.
out in like other universes and stuff, and it's crazy. And they take all of this data and it goes through fiber optic cables into the main building, and they take that data and they process it into pictures from what the radio waves that they're
I was going to
getting
say,
from
so it's kind of like
satellites.
sonar?
Yeah, kind of.
But with radio
Yeah.
radio frequencies basically.
Yeah, those dishes, it bounces, the waves bounce off and are captured by that cone that you see there. So I was able to pull it up for our listeners and people viewing. I figured out how to do it on here.
I wonder if they
finally.
like do weather or any like can they have anything to do with? I wonder if they control the weather.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Speak of the weather, do you guys know the story of Rudolph the Red?
The Christmas?
No,
story?
the old
the
Viking.
deer?
The old Viking.
Rudolph the Red? You mean Eric the Red?
No, Rudolph the Red. You don't know who that is?
No, that's
So
I think
Rudolph the
you're-
Red. Speaking of weather, so Rudolph the Red was known for like being the first meteorologist. What he did was, it started with one day he was standing in his kitchen. He was looking out the window, and he turned back to his wife and he said, "Storm's coming, honey." And she said, "Well, how do you know that?" And he said, "'Cause Rudolph the Red knows rain, dear."
Oh, Jesus.
As I pull up that exact joke on Reddit.
Dory's on here searching for. Oh, was that the joke?
Yes.
Yeah, I had pulled it up. Anyway, carry on.
Have you done that one on your TikTok yet?
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But so we did that. We did the tour, got back on the road, and then we stopped, like I said, at the catwalk, which is just an awe. Have you been to the catwalk?
I've never been to the catwalk, but that's in
Glenwood,
Mexico, New Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah. It's only like an hour and a half from here, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's easy to get to. But
Well, my buddy bought the Ian Przinski. He bought. You know Ian?
sure do.
They bought all those cabins up there.
Oh, they did?
He bought
All of
him
them?
and his wife are. They have. They bought all the cabins to do. You can go rent the cabins, and he also still breeds. It's not golden doodles. He told me what it was the other day, but yeah, you can go up and do like the. You can rent cabins from Ian. They bought the whole thing of cabins up there.
Oh, you know what? I knew that because I was at Heel Outdoor the other day, and he walked up to me.
That was probably the same day I saw him too.
And he got a beard and everything
Yep,
now.
yep.
And he goes, "You remember me?" I'm like, "Yeah, you didn't have a beard when I saw you last."
That was pre-mission.
Yeah.
That poor kid. Remember we tied him to a
Oh, dude, we
him to a pole and taped him, and
did horrible things to that child.
he's bigger than me now. I
See,
need to
that's-
watch it.
He was bigger than you then,
Just taller.
taller. Well, he's not. I don't think he weighs more than you.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, what are you weighing right now?
216. I've put on 8 pounds.
216.
I just started GLP-1s again.
How does that work?
I don't know, but I lost 50 pounds last time.
Does it make you feel like crap?
It just makes me feel horrible and hate life, and I don't want to eat. So that's the.
And then why do it? Just don't eat as much.
You know what I've decided I'm gaining my weight is I'll go all day. I don't work. I don't eat at work. I don't work when I'm there either. Sorry, Larry. But I don't eat when there. We'll get busy, but what we do is when we do eat there, we're right next to R&R Pizza, so we eat greasy food all day when we do eat there. But I'll come home, and I don't know why, but it's like 11 o'clock at night. I get hungry and I start eating garbage. I think that's my problem.
Yeah,
But since I got back on it, I haven't had any desire to eat at night. So
I started the diet today, and I'm struggling right now. So
with what?
Everything.
I'm
What
starving.
diet?
I fasted till lunch. I ate eggs and turkey with some hot sauce, and then
I remember one of your divorces. You lost a lot of weight.
most of my divorces.
I had to throw that in there. Yeah, but
you know
what? You told me you were
what
eating chicken breast at lunch, just chicken breast and what else?
Sweet potato.
Yeah, that's all you were eating, and
Yeah.
you lost a lot of weight then.
Yeah, I need to go back on that. You know what that diet's called, right?
No.
It's called the other people are going to see you naked diet. No? Okay.
No, that's
Okay.
crickets in here.
Yep. So
That wasn't as good a joke as the Rudolph the
No.
Red.
They totally got us with that.
yeah. Did you guys hear about the igloo they found here in town on the highway?
And
It was an ice chest, and it had a bunch of human feet in it.
no,
Cool. It's cool. They called the tow truck.
please don't make this whole podcast dad jokes.
I couldn't help it. Anyway.
Stop. Did you see the look he gave each other, Rob?
No, I won't. I won't.
So we go to the catwalk, and we decide to go. We decided the day before that once we went back, but I'm out of shape right now, so I'm like, I'm gonna struggle.
Well, how long is the catwalk?
Well, if you just do the regular catwalk, it's not that tough. But I don't like to just do the regular thing. I like to go past where it says don't go past this point.
So would it's hypothetically, you had a friend that was scared to hang his own Christmas lights because he's so scared of heights. Could he do this walk?
Yeah, definitely.
I think with people, yes.
But there really isn't. I mean, you're up a little ways, but there's railings, there's other stuff, and even the trail, part of the trail that doesn't have railings, you can get down in the bed, the creek bed, and there's water. But if you go further back, like past the point you're not supposed to go, which I always do, it's like 2 miles into the canyon. There's water slides, there's waterfalls. It's beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I'm the only one of. So you say in a group, there was a big group of us. Went to the zip lines in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico last year, and I jumped. I'm the only guy that cried and had to skip 3 of them, and just cried like a little girl on the because there was no way home except through the zip line. And and they let me and Kelly go at the same time because there was 2 on the last one. And she's just coaching me like, you could do it, you can do it. And the people behind us, oh, yeah, man, you got it. And I'm just crying, okay. And I cried all the way across. But I tell you what, every single person on that trip, and there were some, I don't know, they all applauded me and hugged me. And I was like, man, all right, that ended okay. I'm sure they went home and laughed their asses off at me. See that old man cry? Yeah. Dude, so I thought,
if you did
I tried
that,
to face my fears.
If you did that, you'll have no problem with the catwalk. There's nothing like that there.
Yeah, there was 9 of them, and the first one takes off down, but then the next 6 are all walking up a side of a mountain, and they progressively get back down. So when they got to the 6th one, there was 7 and 8 went up way higher, and Kelly finished those 2, but I just walked over to the last one, and it was a stretch. But I was just afraid I was going to get stuck in the middle somehow. I just thought, there's no way. What if I get stuck in the middle? What am I going to do? And it was huge. It was the biggest zip line in Puerto Vallarta.
Do you got to say it like that?
I don't know how to say it.
Puerto Vallarta.
Is that how you say it? Puerto Vallarta?
And if you're trying to say it like with a Mexican accent, you're saying it wrong.
Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever noticed how? I think I told you that before.
It's Puerta.
You ever seen on newscasts? It's funny how instantly Mexican people talk on the news. They're like, today in the news, Juan Felipe Jose had a problem with the law. I'm like, why didn't you just say his name? Why you got to act all...
Yeah, they switch back and forth between.
So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's not the white the white newscasters.
Oh, it's definitely the white ones.
No, it's usually the Mexican ones.
Well, they can say that. I wouldn't have a problem with that, but it's the white ones.
You don't like it when the white people do it?
Just say this. Just say Garcia, not Garcia. Juan Garcia today. Girl, please, you is white.
Rage baited by the newscasters.
I get rage baited a lot real easily lately.
It's super fun. Although I have to admit, I never saw a sign when we were out there that said, "Don't go past this point."
Yeah, it used to be there, but it's not there anymore.
The only
So that's a picture of it right there. Can you pull up a picture so they can see
Yeah,
it?
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Picture in 1978.
Oh, that's what it looked like in 1978. Well, that doesn't look too high off the ground.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not as bad as like if you have a fear of heights, it's not as bad as you think it is. There are some points where
Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, see, I could handle that. I thought it was like way, way up in the sky.
Mind you, this is kind of close to what it looked like when I went for the first time, but now it is. Of course, it's vastly different. You know, Arizona's been on and off in a drought for about 40 years.
So is it really dry there?
It's not really dry. It's still running.
Yeah, there's still water in it.
There's still water in it. There's still places to swim. It's still beautiful.
Well, I don't know if you guys noticed what's heading our way right now, but
What's heading our way?
outside it's black over the mine. Like the sky is
Dude,
black.
it'll go around us like it always does.
Usually it does. I don't know. If
We
it's like the
never
mountains.
get any rain.
It's
to
a
speak
cursed
of.
valley. It hits both mountains and just splits.
Yep.
Goes around us.
Yep. But it's super pretty. Me being relatively fit for, my age and my weight, it was pretty easy to go that 4 miles and go all the way back. Granted, that was the first time I've ever gone that far, so seeing the
Well, how long
waterfalls
did you
and
guys
stuff-
go out there for?
We were there for like an hour.
hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I had to
that's-
carry her in some parts, but
No, he didn't.
Did you carry him?
Yeah.
It happens.
That's okay. That's what marriage is,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
75-20 all the time.
Easily. Are you talking about your age?
yeah, I was like, what?
Are you talking about your age or
No.
your percentages?
The percentage of it,
It still
what
doesn't
you
equal
gotta do
100.
for-
You know that, right?
Yeah,
75-20 is
there's-
95%.
There's
Okay.
still another like
5%
5% missing.
It's that 5% just kind of, well, maybe.
Floats in the air.
So we're getting some complaints about people not being able to hear me as well. I'm trying to get a little close to the microphone on this one so you guys can hear me a little better. But
We could still just turn you up a little bit, but anyway.
yeah, I think we're good now.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
What else do you got to say about that?
No, it was cool, and it started raining as we were coming out of the canyon. It started raining in the trees. It was beautiful, super cool, and it cooled everything off. And then we got in the truck and we started heading back to Safford, just wet shoes and everything, which kind of sucked. But you can drive barefoot, right? That's not against the law.
Is it?
I don't know. And,
You were a cop.
I know. I don't know. My mom
like
and
20
dad
years
always
ago.
told me it was against the law, but I never saw a statute for
Yeah.
it. But so yeah, we headed home and that was it. It was an awesome trip.
Yeah, it was great just to, get out in nature, go up
Yeah,
to Mount Graham,
that's
do a
pretty cool.
hike. It's, beautiful weather, especially in the evenings here. So,
Well, I have a couple things. First off, I don't know if you got talked to about it, but I did. I didn't realize how easy it is to talk about my next Super Bowl winning Dallas Cowboys, and nobody can fight me on it. I rage baited some pretty. I made some people pretty mad last time, which is fine. That was the whole point, because I can say whatever I want here, and you can't argue with me. So,
yeah. I went to my son-in-law's house, my daughter and my son-in-law's house.
he's one of the one that yelled at me.
Oh yeah, and as soon as I sat on the couch, he's all, Dak Prescott isn't a top 10 quarterback. Oh no, he called me. That's what it was. He called me. He goes, the New England Patriots won the Super Bowl without a defense. I'm like, in what world are you talking about? What world are you talking about? He goes, they had Tom Brady. I'm like, they had a really good defense.
Really
too.
good defense.
One of the best
They had
ever.
Ty Law. They had what's his name in his prime? That
Willie
we had?
McGinnis.
We had what was the guy? Gilmore. Like, yeah, they had a pretty stout defense. So take that, Josh. Anyway,
Yeah.
So I plan on doing a lot more of that. So anyway, what I did this week, I had Gemini create a quiz just so that you people think that I'm just talking out my butt and that me and Eric know nothing and all we think about is the Cowboys and we know this and we don't know football. And we're going to prove it to you right now. I created a quiz and I gave it to Dorito over there, and she's going to quiz us, and we're gonna try to figure out.
I haven't seen this quiz.
No, nobody has seen this quiz. I've seen the cover page, but I didn't read the questions because I wanted it to be fair.
Before we start that, Tanner, can I talk about why I'm a Cowboys fan?
Absolutely.
So I actually go further back than Tanner. My mom and my dad, but my mom especially, was a diehard Cowboys fan in the 70s. In 1972, we were following the Dallas Cowboys. But in 1972, I was a Dolphins fan. I was 7 years old or 6 years old. I was a Dolphins fan.
Why? Because you love pastels?
No, that's
sorry, Jackson.
No, that's Jackson. But then in around 75, I kind of went to the dark side and became a Cowboys fan. And
About when you hit puberty and became a man,
yeah,
correct?
exactly.
Sounds right.
So every Sunday it was Roger Staubach, Tony Dorsett, Robert Newhouse, Drew Pearson, like just all the Cowboys back in the 70s. And I remained a Cowboys fan all through the 70s, through the 1-16 or whatever, 1-15 days.
Mm-hmm. 1-15, the first year with Troy Aikman.
Yeah, 89.
Right, the year before the dynasty happened.
First year with Emmett, too.
Yep. No, Emmett came the next year.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, because Troy was their first-round pick that year, and then Emmett was their next year's first-round pick.
And so, yeah, went through all those dark days, and then into the 90s, obviously, self-explanatory. So, yeah, I've been, and look, it's no picnic being a Cowboys fan. It's no picnic. It's not fun sometimes, most of the time. But it is what it is. You take a lot of flack. I don't know why they get so much hate.
I don't either. And what bothers, I just had it happen this week, and I got a text today, and it was like, top 5 teams that'll never make Super Bowl. It was stupid Josh, not your son-in-law. The other one sends me a TikTok, and it's like, top 5 teams that aren't making the Super Bowl, and all 5 of them were the Dallas Cowboys. I'm like, and he's a Cardinals fan. What? So anyway.
God. Well, Josh is a Raiders fan.
I get people get mad at me, and I see it online. It's just like the number one argument, like, you guys always say this year's your year. And I'm like, why wouldn't I?
Right.
Why would you not want this year to be your year? No matter what team you root for, what did they expect me to do? Just walk up and be like, I love the Cowboys. I have zero hope. No.
Well, and because
of course I'm going to have hope.
Because the Cowboys management and the Cowboys coaches, that's the expectation. That's the bar that they set. This is the year that we win the Super Bowl. It's not, okay, this is a rebuilding year. We're going to do this. No. Jerry Jones wants to win the Super Bowl every year. He hasn't done it in a long time.
But he's still done it more than any other. Second to Kraft.
Right.
Well, did Rooney have 6? Or was he around for the Steelers' 6th one? Either way, he's not either tied for number 1 or number 2.
Right.
As far as ownership goes. So he's still accomplished more than any other owner. I get it. He's, we all don't like the things he does, but he did some stuff this year.
I don't like the things he does.
He did some stuff this year
that
I
think
hope
he wasn't as involved this year.
Yeah, I think that he kind of released the reins a little bit because we did more this free agency than we've done on any of the other.
Dude, I'm
season.
so excited to see Caleb Downs.
Yeah, I'm too. I just got his jersey.
So excited.
Okay, are you ready?
Are you guys ready?
Yeah. Here's what the categories I had to make. I had to make current players, Cowboys, and all time. So tell us which category we're doing first.
And this isn't just Cowboys. This is NFL.
Yeah, and so I think it's all set up as multiple choice, isn't it?
Okay, so pretty much, yeah. It did it in a weird format, but I can get it.
Okay.
So the first one that came up was the Cowboys history quiz.
All right, let's do it.
So let's start with that one. The first question. Tony Romo holds several passing records for Dallas, but in 2012, he set a single season franchise high for passing yards. How many yards did he throw for that year to claim the record?
I believe it was 4,900. What do you say, Eric? Don't tell us until he guesses too.
I'm saying it's over 5,000.
I'm saying 49 something.
Okay. So the correct answer is 4,903 yards. In 2012, a mark that stood as a single season franchise record until it was narrowly broken in 2019.
Nice.
It had a long story.
Who broke the record?
Nobody. It almost got broke by
Oh,
that.
it almost got. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Narrowly broken. Narrowly. Second question. During his spectacular 2021 campaign, Dak Prescott broke a single-season franchise record previously held by Tony Romo. Which historic Cowboys record did he break?
I already know it. Do you know
Most
it?
completions?
You say most completions?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to say he broke Tony Romo's touchdown record with 37, and Tony had 36.
That is correct.
Wow.
Most passing touchdowns in a single season, 37. In 2021, surpassing Tony Romo's previous franchise high of 36 touchdowns. That was set back in 2007.
And these are just Cowboys records.
Yeah,
Like,
this is just Cowboy stuff. This isn't
All Cowboys.
the.
Third question. The Dallas Cowboys are famous for their 1990s dynasty, but which legendary defender is the only player in NFL history to win Super Bowl MVP while playing for the losing team? Would you guys like the...
he's a Cowboys player?
Yeah. Yeah,
legendary
I
defender?
want to say Williams, I think was his name. Was it Williams?
The safety?
He was at the safety, or he was a strong safety. It might have been or was it Terrence Newman? Was it Newman?
I'm gonna say Darren Woodson.
Okay, what's the hint?
The hint is he was a stellar linebacker who intercepted
Oh.
2 passes and forced a fumble in that specific
Sean.
1971 championship game.
71.
71.
Bob Lilly.
You say Bob Lilly. I'm going to say just for Bill Bates wasn't around then, I don't think. No, he wasn't. So, yeah, Bob Lilly is the only one that comes to mind to me.
Are you guys ready for the answer?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The correct answer is Chuck Howley.
Oh.
Won the award with Super Bowl, I believe it's Super Bowl 5.
That's way back.
Despite the Cowboys losing 16-13 to the Baltimore Colts.
Okay, so let's move on to another category.
Another category.
We'll just do 2 from each, so we're not wasting a ton of time on this.
This is about just all NFL players here.
Okay.
Okay, first question. Who led the Kansas City Chiefs to a thrilling victory in Super Bowl 58, securing their status as a modern NFL dynasty? A. Josh Allen. B. Patrick Mahomes.
B.
B?
Yeah.
They didn't make him very tough.
No, that wasn't.
I told him to be tough. I was like, make him tough, but
Yeah, that's.
that's not very tough.
And
Do question 4, whatever that is.
okay. Selected first overall in 2024 NFL Draft, which highly touted quarterback captured in the 2024 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year award with the Chicago Bears.
2024?
2024.
He's been in the league that long already.
I know. Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's his second year last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do the other category.
And he had didn't he have a shitty year? His first year? Last year.
It wasn't great.
Last
but
year was
I
great.
think that was the year there just wasn't very many outstanding quarterbacks. I mean, I think Drake May came that year, so obviously he was really good. But
Right.
no, it couldn't have been because Caleb Williams got.
Didn't Knicks get drafted in the same class as Caleb Williams? Or was that the next
maybe.
year?
Might have been. Okay, go ahead.
Who's your sleeper for this year?
My sleeper team.
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, Cowboys off the table. Who's your sleeper?
My sleeper team this year.
Dory says
Houston,
Houston.
Yeah, I know she did. I know. I knew she was going to say that too. Honestly, I have a lot of faith in Tyler Shuck and the New Orleans Saints.
Really?
I think that they are going to turn it around. I think Tyler Shuck is highly underrated. I think he is going to, and he just got new receivers, and they re-signed Alvin Kamara, and they drafted I can't remember who they drafted, but I think that the New Orleans Saints, I think that whole division, there's going to be a lot of surprises. I think the NFC South is going to surprise a lot of people. I feel like they made a lot of good moves, and I think that's going to be a sleeper division. Totally, honestly.
Did you hear where Kirk Cousins went?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
To coach his have you seen the videos? Oh my God. Kirk Cousins and Fernando Mendoza did, for the schedule release, they did Step Brothers.
That's awesome.
And they were like, hey, I'm Fernando. You got to call me the Mandalorian. He's like, hey, I'm Kirk, but you got to call me Kirk O'Chains. And they did the whole Step Brothers thing.
Right.
And it was hilarious. But, yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of hope for the Raiders. But
did they get an offensive line? Because that's what they need.
They did pick up some offensive line. But I think Kirk Cousins is going to be an amazing player coach. Kirk Cousins is so unself-centered. He's a team player, and I think it's exactly what Fernando needs. So I still don't think this year's going to be it for him. But I think that if Kirk stays around and teaches Fernando the NFL, I think that we've you ever heard of Kirk in a scandal or anything?
No.
Nothing.
No.
Like, he's going to teach him to be an NFL professional.
Is he going to have a Sam Darnold year?
Who? Fernando?
Kirk.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I think that you're right. There's too many offensive line troubles for the Los Angeles Raiders right now. I don't see them. I don't see it. I don't know.
Did you just call them the Los Angeles Raiders?
I sure did.
That's old school.
What are they? Las Vegas.
Las Vegas Raiders.
I almost going to said
The
Oakland.
loss was right.
Yeah.
The loss was right.
Just do one question off of that one, and then we can move on. You have a topic, Eric?
I don't, but I have some stuff we can talk about.
Okay, I'm going to look. I had some ideas, but go ahead, Dory.
Only a select group of players have dominated at every single
Tony
level
Romo.
of football. Who is the only? Please don't interrupt. Who is the only player in the NFL history to win Heisman Trophy, a national championship in college, and NFL MVP award, and a Super Bowl ring?
Tony Dorsett.
No. I'm going to say, okay, Emmitt Smith won a national championship. Did he win the Heisman? I don't think Emmitt Smith won the Heisman, did he? Herschel Walker won the Heisman.
Are these Cowboys?
Or is this just an NFL?
It says a select group of players. The only player in NFL history. It doesn't specify.
Okay. So we got to think Heisman. I'm going to say, did Peyton Manning win the national title at Tennessee? If he did, I would say Peyton Manning. Peyton won the Heisman. Peyton won a national championship, possibly. He has been an MVP, and he won a Super Bowl. So he would be the first one to come to mind for me. I just don't know about the national championship. In college, I can't remember if he did or not, if Tennessee ever won.
Did you know that Tony Dorsett won a national championship in the Superdome, and within the same year, he won the Super Bowl in the Superdome and Rookie of the Year?
Isn't his 99-yard run in the Superdome?
Yes, and it's still a record.
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat it.
Derrick Henry tied it.
Yeah, you can only tie it. You can't beat it.
There is a hint for this one.
There's a
You guys
hint.
would like it.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
He is a legendary running back
Oh.
who famously executed a breathtaking reversing 74-yard touchdown against the Washington Redskins in Super Bowl 18.
Oh.
Marcus Allen? Would it be Marcus Allen? I don't know where he went to college, though.
That is correct.
Yeah.
It is?
He's a
It is
Heisman winner.
Marcus
yeah.
Allen.
Marcus
So
Allen.
where did he go to college?
USC.
USC.
Yeah.
Allen achieved this historic quadruple crown by winning them with USC Heisman National title and the Los Angeles Raiders MVP Super Bowl XVIII.
So Marcus Allen won an MVP in the league?
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Did you he's part of USC
I
now.
can't believe I got that.
I think
So-
I think he's a huge part of the USC
So
football program.
when you guys hear me talking about the Cowboys, you obviously know I've got the knowledge. I know what I'm talking about. And this is our year. It's going to be I'm saying we go 16-1, but we'll see.
When do they got to report to camp? Or are they already in camp?
They're already in camp. The Hall of Fame game is August 5th,
Oh shit!
and it's Cardinals and Texans.
That's what, 2 weeks
Is
away.
it the Texans?
Let me see.
It might be.
What is today?
Today is
The 19th?
The 19th.
Hall of
It's like
Fame.
3 weeks away.
I typed in. I'm pulling a Dory. I typed in Halloween.
2 weeks away.
Halloween.
Well,
fee.
if you think about it, school starts.
The Hall of Fame game is Thursday, August 6th, and it's the Cardinals and the Panthers. And then we got real live football on August 6th. They always say, well, the season doesn't start until September. No, the season starts when there's football on the screen. So, Hall of Fame game.
But you know what? Preseason isn't what it used to be, man.
No.
You hardly ever see the number ones playing anymore. They'll play a series and they're out.
It's good to see who their backups are.
Yeah,
because injuries happen for sure.
Being a football fan, I love that part of the NFL is like the human part when people are trying to make the league and trying to achieve their dreams and everything. That's why I like You watch Hard Knocks?
Yes.
That's why I like Hard Knocks so much, man. It's just they concentrate on the rookies that are trying to make the team, and that's where the stories are. But honestly, though, like people that say they don't like football or sports in general, there's such a human aspect to it that people don't that say that don't give it a chance. And man, every player has a story, and every player has overcome something, and it's not an easy thing to play in the NFL, man.
No, it's not. One thing, and who was it? I was just reading an article about one of the, that Gronk, everybody thinks he's a big dumbass, and everybody makes fun of him for being just big. You know that he has never spent $1 of his salary. Rob Gronkowski has put every game dollar he's ever made into an account, and he's never touched it.
How does he live?
Endorsement deals.
Really?
Every bit of what Rob Gronkowski does is off of his endorsements.
Wow.
And he makes, I'm sure he makes multi-millions on endorsements, but he saved all of his salary. He doesn't.
That's really smart.
So back in the day, you remember Steve Young, right? Mm-hmm. So Steve Young was backing up Joe Montana.
Yes.
Back in the day. Didn't play a down of football on the field. Mm-hmm. Until, they got rid of Joe. He was roommates with one of the O linemen. I forgot who it was. And one of this O lineman is like, hey, can I borrow some socks? And Steve's like, yeah, they're my sock drawer's top drawer. So he goes to get the socks out, and he sees all these checks in the drawer, uncashed. Like some of them were expired. Like, you have a certain amount of time to cash these checks, and they were all of Steve Young's game checks for years, backing up Joe Montana. And they didn't have the big endorsements back then.
Yeah.
And, he had a roommate, so they weren't living, super high on the hog or anything. But he asked me, Steve, what? You got to cash these checks, man. Like, you're losing money. And he goes, I'll start cashing the checks when I start earning the checks.
Huh.
So, that's kind of a guy.
He went to BYU, didn't he?
Yeah, he was a Mormon.
He's a BYU Mormon guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Honestly, I've listened to some of his like, I think he was a Fireside at the time. Mm-hmm. But dude is an inspirational speaker, man. Super inspirational.
Did you know Jackson Dart's a Mormon boy?
Really?
Yeah, I just found that out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's awesome too, man.
Yeah, he's
great.
I just worry him and Scat are going to be too flashy. I don't know. Of course I say that because I'm a Cowboys fan, but
I don't care, man. I like watching him
But for the sake of collecting his cards, I hope he does well.
I like watching him play, and
I absolutely love watching him and Scat
hate
play.
the Giants.
Yeah.
Let me put that on record.
Yep.
I hate the New York Giants. I hate the Commanders. I call them the Redskins. I hate the Eagles most of all.
Nobody likes the Eagles except Eagles fans.
Yeah, but I do. I love to watch Scatterboo play, dude, and I love to watch some of the Eagles players. I love Saquon Barkley. I love Jalen Hurts. I love to watch them play. But just as the franchise, I have a deep-seated hatred for those franchises.
Well, I can't root. I've been rooting against Scat from the beginning because he's ASU,
But you
hate
didn't even
ASU.
go to college, dude.
I've worked on the college for 4 years. Of course, I'm a U of A fan.
That's close enough.
Yeah,
How come you can't be both?
absolutely not. There's no chance I will ever root for an ASU anything ever.
You see these Facebook fights, people going back and forth, U of A, ASU. I'm like, bro, you didn't even go to school.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
Yeah, but if we start pulling up all-time records, U of A has smashed them. Did you know? Here's something you may or may not know. The whole world probably doesn't know. Do you know what the oldest trophy in college football is? The Territorial Cup.
Really?
That is the
ASU U of A
oldest
thing?
trophy in college football. Is the USA? I mean, the garbage team, ASU and U of A. Yeah, they've been doing that since like 18. I don't know. If only we had an assistant to look that up.
I got to tell you, though, that coach at ASU,
Look up Territorial Cup.
that coach at ASU is something special, dude. That's a good coach
At where?
at ASU.
No.
The one that coached Scattaboo his senior year.
Yeah, right there. Certified by the NCAA as the oldest rivalry trophy in college football, dates back to 1899 when they first met. A lot of people don't know that. ASU and U of A have been playing since 1899. That's a long time, but yeah, that trophy. I don't know. I wonder if it's still the. Oh no, here it is. The antique trophy was actually misplaced for over 80 years, and it was rediscovered in a church vault in the 1980s. So it still is the original cup that they had in 1899.
I can share the air screen on here, so I can share that screen if we can figure it out. But, what I was going to say, who was the coach at U of A when they had it wasn't last year, wasn't the year before, but it was the year before that. They had a really good season.
It was Rich Rodriguez.
Rich Rodriguez. Where'd he go?
I don't know. He was doing his secretary or something like that and got fired.
I mean, okay. Well, I'm not going to
They
say
let
that.
him go. Yeah, Rich Rod was tough, but man, the players loved him.
Great coach.
Yeah, they all liked him. There's been some pretty good. Do you know where the term "bear down" comes from?
Bear Bryant?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's. I think it's. I can't remember if he was just sick or if he got hurt. If it was on his deathbed, he said, "Get out there and bear down." Mm-hmm. And that's why Arizona's been bear down.
I always just think of someone having a baby when they say bear down.
Why?
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 Because you bear down. You're like,
You do?
no, not me. Someone else having a baby.
Yeah, but the same thing could be said for somebody with constipation.
Just taking a crap, you bear down.
Bear down.
I like U of A. Don't get me wrong. I like both teams actually. I root for both of them.
I will never root for ASU, and I'm sorry it'll never happen.
But I do root for U
I
of
will
A
not
when they're
root
playing
against
ASU.
them if like when they were in the college playoff a couple years ago. I don't root against them, but I'm not going to go as far as like, yay, they did good. No, it's not happening. Just
I want to see some comments from some people.
yeah.
U of
no,
A
I
or
would be
ASU.
good. We'll have to. Here, we'll use this as a snippet. Who's better, U of A or ASU? You can make one of those little videos, and you guys can comment down.
Yeah.
Tell me why. Don't just say ASU sucks. Don't say U of A sucks. Like,
Give us reasons.
give me a reason why. Tell me why you think one is better than the other. Anybody can say, well, they're dumb and stupid. I don't like them. Who cares? Tell us why. Give us a reasoning. I can tell you I like U of A better because they're a more winning organization. They always have been. Yeah, they're not a football school, but categorically baseball. Well, baseball. No, ASU was really good in baseball. They had Barry Bonds.
ASU has the
they've
better
had some
baseball
good
team.
baseball. I
Yeah.
don't say they're not better, but
And
we just were in the national title. What, 4 or 5 or 6 years ago?
whenever
We were
I
playing
think
for
of
the
U of
national
A,
title?
whenever I think of U of A, I think of Lute Olson, and I think of U of A basketball.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how good U of A's basketball is.
My Uncle Dave, I don't know if you knew my Uncle Dave.
I knew him.
Yeah, so Dave Player, huge. He actually was a pitcher for ASU baseball. I don't know if you knew that. He was right out of high school. He went and they wanted him to go to the Pittsburgh Pirates farm team, but he wanted his education, so he went to ASU to play baseball.
For education? Ugh.
Yeah, and It's an education school. Do you know that? It's a teacher school.
Well, then why, even in movies, like when they always make fun of people, they're like, "Yeah, I got his law degree from Arizona State."
I don't know.
They do that in movies all the time.
I know. But he went to play baseball at ASU, threw his arm out, and ended up transferring to U of A and graduated from U of A. And but yeah,
He became the legend that he is.
like my whole family on that side, my cousin Matt, everybody, they're hardcore Wildcats fans, hardcore. And I enjoy going to U of A stuff too.
I'll tell you where
Tanner has season tickets.
I'm a season ticket holder for U of A, but my real love of the Wildcats, I'll tell you, like I didn't hate or love either one, but when I started working at O'Malley's down on 4th Avenue in
Isn't that a gay bar?
No. That was the year that Nick Foles was 19 years old then. And Nick Foles would always try to get in the bar. He was just always wanting to go in.
Isn't he like 6'6"?
Yes. He wasn't sneaking anywhere. So me and another kid named Nick that worked the front door, he'd just hang out with us. Like he'd just stay out front and like, try to get in. We tell him he couldn't. He'd stay there and hang out with us. And talk to us. Nick Grigsby was on the team that year, and he used to come down there all the time. Who else was on? There was some other players on that team. I think Kadeem had played right then. Kadeem's dad worked at the strip club.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Same one you worked at.
Yep.
What did he do?
He was a host, a bouncer.
Huh.
But
That's what they call them, hosts.
yeah, they're called hosts.
Okay.
But I started loving U of A then. That's when I was just like, okay, this is my team. So I'd say I didn't hate or love either one. They were pretty equal. But then I got to know all these people, and like when Nick had his breakout year right before he went to the NFL, like that's when I was just like, I love these people. Like this is my stuff right here. But I've been a season ticket holder for 7 years now. And it used to be $100 for the season just 4 years ago, or 3. And then when they moved to the Big 12, it went to $250 a seat. But I am in the front row, right underneath the goalpost, like right there, front row. I've had that same tickets for a long time, and it is the absolute best seats in the house. We have so much fun and the whole row is full of other season ticket holders, so we all know each other. And we sit next to the Olsons sit on the right of me, and then like the stereotypical U of A fan, Mario. He's the one you see with. He's got a fire hat that says U of A. He's got an autographed jersey he wears every week. Like he's the U of A fan. Like everybody knows him. So he sits on the left of me, and then the Olsons sit to the right of me. But we've been same seats there for 7 years now, I think.
Yeah, I've been to a couple games with you. Tailgate's fun too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
lots
pretty
of
good
stuff
time.
going on.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, give us. I want to hear what you guys think. I want to hear that stuff. Like I know, especially here in town, there's plenty of you that are hardcore one way or the other. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say about that.
You're a movie guy, aren't you, Tanner?
Yeah, I like watching movies.
You like movies?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the Odyssey that just came out? Have you seen anything about that?
I'd like to stay away from that one.
No, let's not. Let's dive into it now.
I just watched 2 reviews. And one was from a left-leaning person, and one was from a right-leaning person. Both of them hated it.
Really?
Interesting.
Both of them.
Why?
Now, that's only 2 people.
Why though?
They just, for the obvious reason, both of them thought that it was just, it was not done justice. Both of them had said that there was a TV show done on the Odyssey that I didn't know about. I guess there was a TV show made about it, and they loved it, but they did not like this one.
Really? I've seen some good reviews. And what you're talking about, the obvious thing you're talking about, I heard that's only like 5 minutes of screen time.
Well, that was both of them based off of that.
Really?
So I haven't seen the movie. I don't know.
I like Chris Nolan. I didn't like Tenet that much because
the
I
one
couldn't
guy said
understand
that
it,
the
but-
one guy said that that they love Chris Nolan movies. Like everything he's done has just been, and they said he just felt like he didn't put his all into this one either.
Dude, they had a brutal shoot though. They were on location. Every day was just grinding through it to get the shots. But as far
Where
as
did they shoot at?
I think over in Europe somewhere.
And see, all these reviews are. I don't trust online reviews. I'd rather listen to actual people.
Look up where they shot it.
You can't tell me they don't pay these people to give them a good review.
Of course they do.
Yeah. So I generally never look at I like these ones down here, like the TikToks and the Instagram reviews. They're usually
I'm dyslexic, by the way.
across 6 countries. Greece, hit the Morocco, Italy, Scotland, Iceland, and California. That's crazy. Yeah, they said it was a brutal shoot.
How long did it take?
I think at least I think it took months to shoot for sure. I'm sure even longer for post edit and everything. I heard Matt Damon's really good in it.
I didn't even know he was in it. Like
he's
everybody's
the
making
main-
such a big deal out of
Matt Damon is Odysseus.
the Page kid that I mean, like, I don't know.
Elliot or Ellen? Elliot
Page.
Page.
So roughly 6 months.
6 months.
Well, that's a lot of traveling
Yeah.
in that 6 months.
And they wrapped August 8th of last year, so it took a while for the post to edit it. And they edit it down
I'll watch it. I'm not gonna watch it.
Do you know that they?
I don't particularly like that genre,
I do.
so I
love
probably
it.
won't. I probably
love it.
won't give it a. I mean, I wouldn't watch it unless now that I've seen all these reviews of people, I want to see I want to see what's the big deal now.
They shot it completely in IMAX.
Oh, they did?
On IMAX cameras. They said they had to actually invent it's called a tank, I think they called it, like a contraption they built around the camera so you can't hear the mechanism of the camera because it was too loud. Because they did a lot of on-location sound stuff. So, yeah, I want to see it. It's almost 3 hours long.
When was the last time you guys paid for a movie? Like, went to a movie?
The last Avatar.
Yeah, we went and saw Avatar on IMAX 3D, and it was amazing on IMAX 3D. Amazing.
I personally have never seen a 3D movie before, so seeing that
She doesn't
for the
get out
first
a lot.
time, I live under a rock.
Well, I don't. I've seen the last 3D movie I saw was Lilo and Stitch with the girls.
Right.
It was actually a pretty good story. It wasn't as true to. They had little different things in there that made it different.
Didn't we go to a movie after that? Haven't we been to a movie after that? We just went and saw a movie, didn't we?
Did we?
I don't know. I can't
I don't
remember.
remember.
Predator Badlands was good. We saw that at the theater.
Wasn't that after?
I think that might have been after.
So Predator Badlands.
Yeah.
Because we were in Phoenix for that one.
I wanted to go see Jackass, but I haven't seen it yet.
I heard it's funny.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see anybody drinking,
Yeah, there's some questionable things
Stuff.
happen. But
What-
that's what they are. So
top 5 movies, Tanner. Your top 5 movies.
number one is Boondock Saints. Always
Oh,
have been, always will
It's a good
be.
choice.
Always number one.
Yeah.
Step Brothers number 2.
Step Brothers is
Absolutely. I
number
can watch
2.
Step Brothers over and over and over and over and over and never get tired of it. Number 3 would be probably the original Conjuring. Really like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Number 4 would be Goonies. Goonies is just
Love Goonies.
It's just
very nostalgic.
Exactly. It just brings back everything. It's funny. I watched it again with the girls recently, and I didn't realize how many big name people are in
Tons of
there.
actors.
Like I had no
Josh
idea.
Brolin.
Yeah, Josh Brolin. There was
Sean Astin.
Sean Astin. Who was the other one? There's another one in there, but yeah, they were. I just didn't ever put it together that that's what it was. But I don't know. That'd be my. Those are the ones I know. Like I know right off the top of my head. Oh no, I'd have to say number 5 would be the original Hangover.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Like I don't know. I could watch all those movies more than once and not ever be bored.
Well, I have like different genres that I have top 5s in. I mean, obviously Braveheart's my favorite movie of all time.
We've heard.
Yeah. But also like along that line in that genre is like Troy is really good, Gladiator is really good, Kingdom of Heaven is really good, 300 is really good. Like I love all those movies. But as far as comedies, bro, Wedding Crashers beats Step Brothers.
No.
Yeah, Wedding Crashers is such a better movie. Step Brothers is funny, but Wedding Crashers actually is kind of heartfelt.
Wedding Crashers is good, but I don't know. Step Brothers is just, that's it. To me, that's it.
What about Old School?
I liked Old School.
Yeah.
Still not more than Step Brothers.
Yeah, I think I like. What about The Other Guys? You ever seen that? With
Yeah,
Wahlberg
I did like
and
The
Will
Other
Ferrell?
Guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great movie. As far as comedies, I forgot the guy's name that wrote all those movies. I know Apatow writes a lot of that stuff.
Apatow's in a lot of those.
But look up who wrote Wedding Crashers, because that guy writes a
Director
lot of
is
stuff.
Adam McKay.
So for
Adam McKay
Crashers,
wrote Step Brothers. Who
David
wrote Wedding Crashers? Like, oh, it grossed a lot more money than Step Brothers did.
Yeah, no, yeah, none of that matters to me. It's my favorite.
I like it. Don't get me wrong.
Was it Faber?
Steve Faber and
Bob
Bob
Fisher.
Fisher who wrote it.
Well, they sound dumb.
Click on Steve Faber and see what he's written. Yeah, We're the Millers, Wedding Crashers.
We're the Millers is a good one too.
Andreas,
Yeah.
Quitters.
Go to Bob Fisher movies. Over to the right there.
Zombieland's a good movie.
Yeah,
I like
he's written a
Zombieland
lot
a
of
lot.
stuff. The writers that wrote Deadpool are from Phoenix. Did you know that? That duo of writers, and they wrote that with Ryan Reynolds helped write that, and all the other Deadpool movies as well. Did you see the Deadpool versus Wolverine? The
Yeah.
latest one?
Yep, I did.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
What about TV shows?
TV shows?
I know you like ghost stuff, like
No. My favorite TV shows, Lost. I liked Lost a lot.
even with that ending.
Yeah, it's all up for interpretation, but
Speaking of Judd Apatow, have you seen he worked that into a movie? Did you see This Is 40?
yes.
When the daughter is like, they all died. She's trying to finish Lost throughout the whole movie.
Well, Lost
They're
was a good
dead.
one, but one of them I really liked. It's just not too popular. Was Prison Break. That was just a really good show.
It's popular.
I know, but it doesn't. I don't know. I feel like it was kind of left out. But
That's up there with The Wire and
Chicago
and the-
PD is probably my number one favorite right now. I love Chicago
Not
PD.
you know, like Sopranos or,
No,
or anything like that.
No, I mean everybody's gonna say Breaking Bad, and
Have you seen Breaking Bad?
I watched it just recently all the way through.
Okay, you didn't like it?
I didn't hate it. It was really good. I watched it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
You
I
get
didn't
past
hate
the
it at
first
all.
3 episodes, you're hooked.
Yeah, it was.
What
it
about
was,
Peaky Blinders? Have you seen?
Never
Peaky
seen it.
Blinders? Oh, you got to watch that. So
I just
good,
started it.
so good.
But I'm trying to think. What
Watch
other
it with
one
the
I
closed
watched.
caption.
Oh,
Watch
the
it
one
with
I
the
watched,
captions
The other
up.
one I watched now is The Rookie. It's really kind of a lighthearted police show, but it's a lot of fun.
I
It's
can't.
pretty cool.
I can't do
I've
it.
seen it. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
just,
inaccurate.
well, I'm not watching it for accuracy. I'm watching it to be entertained.
But I have to, like, being a cop, I have.
Well, have you
that's
watched
just
Chicago
inherently-
PD?
Yeah, and I can't watch cop shows because it's not realistic.
Well, I know that, but that's
Yeah, I
again
can't- I
not
can't
why
do
I
it.
watch them.
I mean, it's the same thing people
Watch-
said about me though too. I don't watch.
yeah.
I don't watch certain genres.
Watch
I thought he was
End
talking about you.
Watch End of Watch if you want to see.
Oh, End of
Realism.
Watch is one of my that's up there, probably top 10 movies.
Training Day.
I've never seen Training Day.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
What's it?
dude, you got to watch Training Day.
Seven is really good too.
I love Seven. Love Fight Club. Jackson just recently discovered Fight Club,
Yeah.
and he watched that, and then me and him watched Seven together the other day. That was pretty awesome. David Fincher movies he's one of my favorite. Do you know the story of? So I write. I like to write screenplays. That's one of the things I like to do in all my spare time. And so, do you know the story of? Have you seen the movie Seven?
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know the story behind that screenplay?
No.
pull up Seven, the writer for Seven. I think it's like Kevin Walker or something is the writer for Seven. So he was working at a Blockbuster in New York. His name is Andrew Kevin Walker. He was working at a Blockbuster in New York.
He's working at Tower Records.
Oh, it was Tower Records?
Yep.
Okay. So he's working at Tower Records. He writes this screenplay, first screenplay he's ever written, while he's at work. He's like working the night shift and sends it in, and they pick it up. But they say, hey, we're going to rewrite. It's a little rough. We're going to rewrite it. But we're going to pay you. We're going to option your script. We're going to pay you this amount of money, but we're going to get a team of writers come in and kind of clean it up. Well, they do that. They reach out to David Fincher, who had directed Fight Club, and and then he eventually went on to direct Gone Girl. But they task him. They send the script to him, but they send him the wrong script. They send him the original script instead of the rewritten script. And he reads it. He goes, I love it. I want to do it. And they say, oh, shit, we sent you the wrong script. We rewrote this. We're going to send you the right script. And he goes, I'm not going to do this movie unless you use this script. And so that's awesome because every writer, that's their baby, right? That's what they poured it onto the page. And
so it's by luck this guy
right
gets it, huh?
Yeah. And he's gone on to write a couple of things. Look up his IMDb. Click on his IMDb down there. No, go up where it says IMDb.
There it is.
Hey, while she's looking that up, I got a couple of questions that I'd like you to elaborate on.
That was David. That's David Fincher's. Go back.
The do you think it's concerning? I think that it concerns me that people can write this stuff.
Does it?
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to think of like what kind of a twisted person like can come up with these things. Like, what are they thinking about that they can come up with some of these movies? I'm like,
have you read?
Like, they're really.
Have you
weird,
read my
like,
writing?
Some of it was mostly soft gay porn, but I it's not my thing. But
you asked me to write it for you.
Yeah, and then but it concerns me. I'm like, these people have these like, yeah, it plays out great on the screen, but like this is terrifying that somebody could even think of these things. Like the Saw movies. What the hell?
I don't think there's a lot of good writing going on.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm not talking about good writing. I'm just saying that their brain can think of like torture and I don't know. Some of the stuff really concerns me that people can think that way. It's just like I don't know. I read somewhere that people. There's a lot more of those people out there. Like a surgeon, for instance. A surgeon. You know what kind of person it takes to disassociate enough to cut somebody open? Like, that's concerning. Like, if a surgeon wanted, like, if something flipped in a surgeon, he already has zero empathy for.
Have you been around medical people before?
Yeah, they're twisted.
They're different.
I won't say who, but I remember Kelly worked at the hospital.
They're different.
And there was this one girl Kelly worked out with, and I love her to death. But she finds things that are awful just hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
And Kelly would be like, it concerns me that, she's laughing at these things that are just terrible. But I guess that's just how they cope.
So the day after Christmas last year, I ended up in the hospital. My heart goes out of rhythm sometimes. I have to go to the hospital, and they
just like last episode.
Yeah, they have to put it back in rhythm. And in the past, they've given me medication for it. It brings my heart rate down. It eventually goes back in rhythm, but it's pretty dangerous. You can have a stroke. You can have an embolism. There's things that can happen. So they usually put me in the ICU for like 2 days, which I hate because I don't like to be restricted. I don't like to go in there. So back in December, the doc was super aggressive. And he's like, hey, you want me to just shock you back into rhythm? And I was like, how soon can I get out of here? And he's all, be out of here in an hour. I'm like, let's do it. And so he goes, I'm going to give you some ketamine, and I want you to think happy thoughts before I inject it into you. Because if you don't, you're going to have a bad time. And so I was
On
like,
ketamine?
yes. And so he gave me like 200 milligrams. I don't even know how much ketamine, but he injected it into my IV, and I went to a place that I never want to go back to. And I tried to think happy thoughts, but it didn't work. And while I was out, they shocked me back into rhythm, and everything was great. I woke up, but I couldn't see for like an hour. I was trying to talk to the housekeeping ladies in Spanish. I was doing all kinds of stuff.
So when I first went back after, because they have you leave because it's kind of a traumatic thing to see, right? When I first went back into the area that he had been in, he looks at me and he's like, I had so much fun.
I didn't look at you. I couldn't see.
Well, he looked towards me because he could hear me talking, right? And then 5 seconds later, he's like, that is the worst experience I've ever had in my life. And then 5 seconds later, he was telling me about how he had met Vecna.
Yeah, we just watched the Stranger Things finale.
While he was in the other world, and he was really scared because he thought he was going to kill, like, his family. But that they ended up being really cool homies, and that they became friends. And then 5 seconds later, he was speaking Spanish to the ladies that were sitting
Eric
there.
does not speak Spanish.
I don't speak Spanish,
Yeah.
for the record.
Just so we know.
He was, to him, perfect Spanish.
I was speaking
Knew
cop
his
Spanish to
entire
him.
life. He said, I woke up and now I can speak Spanish. I'm a genius at this. And it was crazy to see him go through that. And even afterwards, too, he was still...
Have you ever heard of that, though?
Right.
People come out of comas and stuff and can speak other languages?
I've heard that. Yeah, they access parts of their
there's
brain.
a guy here in town. I don't think he'd want me saying his name, but there's a guy in town we all know. He had to have a liver transplant. So when he told me that before he went to have the surgery done, he hated coffee. Mm-hmm. Was never drank coffee, didn't like it, hated it. He said the second he got out of surgery, he had a craving for coffee. They brought him coffee, and it was all he wanted was coffee. And he said he didn't understand it. He didn't know where it came from, why. So he meets the donor's family, and the family, the guy that donated the liver was a traveling coffee salesman. Yes. And he had gone, he'd go and buy beans and all the stuff for coffee. And to this day, he still drinks coffee. He loves coffee.
Yeah, I believe in that stuff. I believe, especially if it's a transplant and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the point I was trying to make is about medical people, and they're kind of a little deranged, is when they were getting ready to inject me with this ketamine, I look up, and I'm in the ER. It's just open, and there's...
Our ER?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And there are literally 20 people around my bed. And I was like, are they there in case something goes wrong, or they just want to watch? And the doc's like, a little bit of both. And I was like, okay. And I talked to and I don't remember any of it. This last time, that when I went in a couple weeks ago, or last week, when did I go in?
Last week.
Last week. And this time they just gave me Versed. They didn't give me a whole lot of it. And I was awake the whole time when they shocked me. So that was kind of weird. But after that one with the ketamine, I went to a wrestling tournament. I talked to my buddy Cam, who's a nurse over at the ER or in the hospital. And he goes, yeah, I wasn't there, but I heard about it. And you came off the bed and like you were screaming. And I was like, well, that's kind of embarrassing. But fun stuff. But medical people, I'll tell you one story. I won't give you any details, but we had a person commit suicide when I was a cop. And they did it in front of the daughter and the wife, and it was a horrible scene, one that'll stick with me for the rest of my life. And shot themselves in the head. A couple days later, the chief came up to me and he goes, "Hey, we need a urine sample from that person." And I was thinking, how are we gonna get a urine sample from? So I go to the city morgue, the funeral home, and they're getting ready to do the examination. The the pathologist is, the doc in town that was the pathologist, and they're kind of putting in the guys. Well, first of all, the way they get urine out is they jab a syringe through your
bladder
pubis area, like at the top of your pubic area, and draw it straight out of your bladder. And so that was kind of disconcerting. But when they were putting the head back together and everything, they were trying to find the bullet, where the bullet was, because we never found a bullet exit wound. We never found an exit wound, never found a bullet. So we're kind of putting the skull back together, or they are. And while they're doing that, they're scooping out the dude's brains. Like, I'm watching this, and the doc's like, I hope the wife didn't make lasagna tonight. So medical people are just built different, man. And I know why, is because they see so much horrific shit,
awful things
all the time, that you have to make some levity out of it. Cops are the same way. You gotta, if you don't joke about it, you'll go crazy, right? And people aren't supposed to see that stuff. We're not supposed to see that stuff. We're not supposed to see dead people all the time. We're not supposed to see, people shooting themselves. That is not how life is supposed to be. So when people talk about medical people being this way, or cops being this way, or first responders, it's only to deal with the stress. And honestly, now I can't. I've seen so much crap. I can't look at real violence anymore. Movie violence all day long, but if it's a YouTube video of actual somebody getting shot or stabbed or run over, I can't watch that shit, man. It disturbs me in a really deep-seated way. And
well, and they always, they always say, if you don't feel anything when you see those things, then it's not good.
I think it depends on your experience level and your age.
I think so too.
I know a lot of younger people that haven't experienced a whole lot and a whole lot of suffering and stuff like that, and seen people in pain. They could care less sometimes.
Well, it's like when I found a guy that had, I didn't sleep for 2 weeks, and I just kept seeing it over and over and over and over and over in my head, and it was I still have nightmares about it, and it's been 5 or 6 years, maybe even longer. But yeah, I'll still see that in my.
You found a guy where?
He had done himself with a rope. And the wife had found him, and I thought she was hurt. So I ran to her, and I'm like, hey, what happened? And she told me he's in the shed over there. And I'm like, oh no. So I couldn't get the door open because I didn't want to open the door, but I like, man, if I can save him, I probably ought to.
Yeah.
So I go, and the door's locked, and I'm on the phone with the police, and they were like, do not touch it. Get away. We're sending somebody. And they had to break they used our tools that we were using to lay carpet. The cops did, and busted the door open, and I'll never forget what I saw that day. So
yeah, that's never a good
I don't
thing.
ever want to see it again.
Yeah. And and definitely, in my career, it was kids getting hurt, which was the worst. It's all bad, but man, when it was a kid, it was really bad. We had a little kid that passed away, drowned in a canal. And, it was years and years and years ago, but I was going to the gym like 3 or 4 years ago that was right behind this place. This kid went into the canal, and I didn't even really think about it. I just parked my truck, and I go to get out, and I look over towards the fence, and there's a little like rock that's painted with his name on it, and brought all those memories back because I did CPR on this kid. Like it was a horrible experience, man. I have so much respect for our medical people and our first responders and everybody that has to live with that stuff and see that stuff all the time. It really adds up. And just to see, like, with the media and social media and everything about, everybody criticizing cops, criticizing first responders, it literally pisses me off because I know that these people are human beings, and I know what they deal with on a daily basis. And that's just, and that was just in Safford, man. Like, can you imagine working in
funny.
Chicago or
on
something
all
like
shows,
that?
but the rookie, there was one guy making light of a situation on one of the calls or something, and the sergeant had pulled him aside, and he's like, "Hey, you may think it's funny. You might find," he's like, "but you realize that our job is to deal with people on the worst days of their life. Mm-hmm. Every time we go, they are having the worst day of their life. If we're involved, maybe it's been, but it's one of the worst days of their life." He's like, "You need to think about that before you, try to make light of it." Well, I think he was saying something one of the family members heard, or I can't remember what it was, but he's like, police officers, firemen, EMTs, we generally don't go to people having a good day. Like, they're having one of the worst days of their life, and we got to deal with them. So we need to have a little bit more compassion, is what he was saying.
Yeah, for sure, man. And go ahead.
Just as part of the first responder group of people out there that work every day during the holidays, you don't stop if you're a first responder. It's rough, and it can be traumatizing, whether you're medical, whether you're police officer, whether you're corrections, whether you work hard labor. It's hard working a 9-to-5 job like that. And just to put it out there, first of all, thank you. Second of all, if you need help, talk to somebody. Mm-hmm. Say something, get some medical care. Friends, family, go hang out with people, because it's rough out there. And if you see anybody that's a first responder or cop out in Stafford or anywhere else, be thankful, because you have no idea what these people go through on a daily basis.
Yeah, and everybody thinks that just because we're a small town, we don't have a lot of that. And there's obviously we don't have as much as Phoenix, but there's a lot more going on here than way more than most people think. I always joke that so just another little tidbit about me. I have never, like, between you, Brad, Jimmy Wistman, all of my friends have been cops. I don't know why that is, how it happened, or whatever, but they've always been police officers. And I've just, I don't know. I hear these stories of things and it would blow your mind, like, how often, like, horrible things happen even in our small town.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I used to say that we have the same things here, just on a smaller scale, and not as often. But I've seen homicides. I've seen horrible, horrible things that people have, killed children. Like, they have the same things here that everybody else does and everywhere else. I mean, drug use here is off the charts. But that being said, this community is pretty awesome. Like, there's a lot of good in this community. There's a lot of people that do good in this community. So
I like our community because I think there is a lot of that. I think that I feel like we're in a place where I don't think it really matters what race, religion. If there was tragedy in this town, I feel like I would go as far as to say 85-90% of us would all band together and help each other. I don't, and I could be wrong on that, but I do think that it's high like that. That we have a really good community. Like,
you remember when that microburst came through like 4 years ago through town and just like tore
all the signs up and everything. Yeah,
power lines and everything. Uh-huh. I went out driving after that, and the amount of people, because nobody had power. And the amount of people I saw, like, I went over to my neighbor's house and helped them clean up, and they had trees that were down, they had garbage everywhere, and then drove around, and the amount of people helping other people was awesome. Like, it surprised me. And I think part of it had to do with there wasn't any electronics.
Probably.
You know what I mean? Like, everybody was they had to go outside and
they
clean
lifted
up
their face up from the screen.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, no, I would say this too. Our community, for those of you that don't live here, I would say, it's about a 50-50 community of Mormon and Catholic. I would say that would be. There is others, but that's the majority of. My point is this is a very faith-based community.
Yeah.
Like, really faith-based community here. And there's plenty of other churches. There's there's a lot of churches here. I mean, I'd say there's 15, 20 churches here.
Yeah.
Different religions.
Easy. Yeah.
If not more.
Yeah, if not more, you're right. And but this whole community is it's a very religious community. I feel like I don't know, it just feels like there's, you have bad stuff here and we talk about bad stuff, but there's a lot of good that comes out of here. Like there's a lot of good people here. A lot of people have each other's backs, and it's a pretty interesting place. We're about 10,000, I think the whole county. Counting the reservation and everything in Graham County, I think there's 15,000 people total.
I think there's more.
You think there's more than that?
Close to 30.
Look what the Graham County population is. But I know I definitely would recommend coming and seeing our place. It's pretty cool.
It's a beautiful
40,000.
Oh, there's
place.
40,000 in
Yeah.
the whole county.
Altogether, I was kind of
So 10,000 is that's the number I got. That's Safford. Thatcher has
Yeah,
5,700.
Safford has 10,000.
Yeah, so
and that number's going up because
Yep.
the Safford mine just opened,
Yep,
and
yep.
they're still hiring, and they're going to be hiring for
It's
a
because
while.
people having kids all the time. What's going on?
what is the balance of Graham County as what?
Balance of Crown County is
21,000.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
No idea.
Huh.
It doesn't. It doesn't really.
But if
explain
that's
it.
the growth chart over there to the right, is that what that is? That
Yeah.
picture?
Yeah.
We're expected to reach 47,000 residents by 2060.
Wow.
Did you see the decline in population in China?
Nuh-uh.
Look that up, Dory. The decline in population in China.
Oh yeah, dude. That's
Because they limit the amount of children,
Yeah,
especially
you can only have
girls.
one, right?
One girl. You can have one girl. And I don't know, what do they do if you have more than one girl?
Decline, fourth consecutive year, dropped by 3.39 million to 1.4 billion.
Yeah, they're on track to not have any people in like 100 years because of what they've done for the past. Like their fertility rate is down, their population is
it's
aging.
gone down by 100%.
Yeah, it's insane what's happening. India has surpassed China as far as population.
the crazy thing about that too is that it's not just China. It's pretty much everywhere. There's like a
Not in Graham County.
there's a not here,
we're making it up.
but everywhere
We're making
else.
it for everybody.
There's like I think it's 30%.
I think
drop
o-
rate.
I think
like
o-
most women in their 30s will not have kids and don't to this day.
Yeah, I think overall in the United States it's dropping too, but not at the rate that China is dropping. Scroll down to economic and social consequences right there. The graying of China's population is straining Social Security funds. Yeah, they're supposed to. Does it say anything about?
So it says, despite lifting the decades-long one-child policy and replacing it with two-child and eventually three-child policies, the government has struggled to reverse
Yeah,
the
well,
trend.
they did it for so long. It's hard to reverse. It's going
Well,
to take,
yeah.
25 years to reverse.
It says it's also due to just the crazy living costs that they have
Yeah.
to there. For
Well,
having
you know what's funny
kids.
about like childcare and stuff. Do you know when we first had our kids? I think we were paying $3 an hour. I think for childcare,
Yeah.
and one girl came in, and when she first offered, she'd come from Phoenix. She was $15 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "No, that's my rate." And I'm like, "Yeah, but that's more than I make.
Right.
Like, I might as well not work if I'm going to pay you to child. Like, it'd cost more for you to take care of my kid than I would be making at the." But it's not too bad here.
No, I think in up in Morenci they have the Wild Kitten daycare up there. I think they only charge like $25 a day.
Yeah, that's what we ended with. Was I think 20
Yeah.
to $25 a day when we were still getting the kids
Which
watched.
is unheard of. Like if you go to Phoenix and Tucson, you're going to be paying a lot more money.
It's a full job for these people. Like,
That's what always kind of bugged me. We talk about, you can be right wing, left wing, whatever it is. I'm kind of in the middle. I believe there's government programs for a reason, and everybody needs help sometimes. But it's almost like there's an incentive to not have a job
oh, absolutely.
and just live off
Absolutely.
government care and government subsidies, you make a lot more money. You make you make it per kid, so it's like an incentive to have more kids and not work. And then you got a single mom or a single dad out here trying to have a 9-to-5 job, trying to provide, and then they get their
just
benefits
recently
cut off because they have a job.
Yeah, I've seen. Well, I happen to me. It's happening to me right now. I don't make a crap ton of money, but I don't have enough to put out $500 a month to get medical insurance. However, the government says I make too much to get, health care.
Right.
So I'm just burnt. I don't get health care. And that's just the way it's going to be. I have to accept that. Like, it just blows my mind. I'm like, well, what point, when you factor in all that my life is going to be, how do I make too much money? Like, I don't know.
No, I get it. It's doesn't make sense to me. It looks like there would be more incentive for people to, hey, we're going to help you out, but you got to get a job.
Well, that's what my next point is going to be. I'm working a full-time job. Like, I'm not sitting on my couch playing video games.
You'd probably make more money.
But yeah, if I was, it doesn't. It's incentivized being lazy.
Yeah,
lazy is being incentivized.
It's a nanny state. Oh. And we see how that works out. Like when a population is taken care of all the time, and they don't have any really motivation to go to work. We see how it is. We travel across every time we go to Phoenix. We travel across that. Mm-hmm. And how that is, and I'm not disparaging anybody, and because I know a lot of people from the reservation that are super hard workers, man, and super intelligent. And
well, at the same time, if they're going to be given it, why wouldn't they take it?
That's true. But some of them won't. When I had my gym, I trained a kid. He was a Navajo kid, and probably one of the hardest workers I've ever seen. He was super hard worker in the gym. He went to 4-year college for basketball, and got out, and now he's a nutritionist on the res up in northern Arizona because he was tired of seeing the rates of diabetes and heart disease and everything else coming off the res. But there are a lot of people out there that come from the reservation that are motivated to do something like that, but there are a lot of people that aren't. And
there's a lot here, though,
and there's
too,
a lot in our community that aren't.
Tons.
We used to deal with those people all the time.
It just bothers me. Like every February, I get. It's pretty much the same 5, 6, 7 people that don't work. They don't, but they come in with a $10,000 check every tax season, and just. And I'm here. I'm like, man, I can't do any of this. Like I could never. But I don't know. Just like, why would you? I would probably be the same. I don't want to say that I would not be. I'd probably, if I knew it was just going to be given to me all the time and I didn't have to do anything for it. I mean, that's human nature. Most people want things as fast and as cheap and as lazily as possible.
Well, it goes back to our previous conversation in one of the other podcasts about, universal income, things like that, which we could probably have a whole separate couple of podcasts about. But
yeah, I don't know, man. That's crazy. I had picked something I wanted to talk about. I can't remember where I put it, but let me see if I can find it. Here's all my questions for Ted. So I have to save those for next week. I don't know. I'll find it. The fan was making it go crazy.
All right, and we're back.
Partial to wind too.
Okay, so what I was gonna do next week, but since we switched, I had this one. Now I know we've already kind of gone over AI stuff, but here's the one thing that I know we've talked about: the physicalities, the things that could be universal income, stuff like that. What we didn't talk about is automation of empathy. So when these things start to be like, do we lose? It kind of goes along with what we've been talking about. Like when people become immune to feeling, or they don't think that they need humans to have feeling, I worry that it's going to make us even more alone. You know, maybe the people are just going to rely on technology to make them feel, and how, I don't know, and then on top of that, how the so I just saw I might have mentioned this before, but Ford, did I tell you about the Ford trucks?
Mm-mm.
They're designing them to have eyeball readers. So if you look or act drunk, the AI in the truck can keep you from driving.
Wow.
Problem with that is the guy that I saw was, he's like, what if I get a phone call, my child has just broke their arm, they need a parent, and I jump in my truck freaked out, scared, my eyeballs are crazy, I jump in, this truck sees my eyeballs and says, oh, no, you can't drive. Like, that's scary.
Oh, yeah.
I know the mines use the eyeball thing to keep, to make sure you're awake if you're not. I guess they scan your eyes when you're in the big haul trucks.
Right.
And they set off alarms and do stuff like that if you look like you're falling asleep or, whatever it is. But could you imagine if it starts to feel for you, like, or judge you based on things, just technologically? That's...
Well, the large language models are getting so good now that they can mimic emotion.
Yeah.
And I think at a certain point, like right now, we control all the AI. Like, and by we, I don't mean me and you. I mean just humans control AI. But what about when it becomes sentient?
Yeah.
And it decides that we no longer serve a purpose. And why are we here? We're just a bacteria on this planet, just using and abusing this planet. And it goes, yeah, we don't really need humans. That's what I'm kind of scared of. But you're right, man. Like, I think it infringes on our rights a little bit when it starts limiting things like that. Like the cameras in town.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kinda.
That don't bother me.
I don't want people... I thought it didn't bother me, but then I kind of read up on it. And they're plugging all that into AI. Like, they're plugging everybody's movement into an AI algorithm that tracks where you go, what you do, how many times you do it. And I don't know if I like that part.
They kind of already do that, though.
But then the argument's the same. Then that's fine. But if people don't like that, throw your phone away. If you are so concerned about your movements, this thing right here tells everybody everything they need to know.
But can't you turn that stuff off on your phone?
Can we?
I think you can.
Even if it's turned off.
Can we though? You just told us about your homie.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know, man.
Like this thing has been the best surveillance thing. Like, obviously they can't use it. They're not supposed to do all those things. However, they do. Like,
I don't know. I'm kind of optimistic, man. I don't think we can just turn off our empathy or turn off our emotion. And I don't think we can, because we've been raised without it. But I worry about the next generation. But even like I see, like firsthand, I got a 14-year-old. He's one of the most feeling kids I know. He's one of the best kids I know. And he has original thoughts, and he's growing up in this day and age. And he is mindful. He's a very religious kid. I'm not so much religious, but he's a religious kid. And after his wrestling tournament on, Friday night, it went into the night, like 10 o'clock at night. And he was like, I really felt good tonight. He goes, and I've been really trying to be more mindful. I've been, he goes, you see, I've been posting like scriptures and things like that. I've been trying to be more mindful of my spirituality, and I think it worked. I think I was just more present. And so he has that, man. Like
Well, he's still in the beginning phases of this too.
Yeah.
Maybe it may even be his kids before, but
right.
But I do think that is the path that we're heading down. That just
And like I said before, his friends,
the ability to feel empathy for someone. Do they need to go to a phone or a chat bot and say, "Hey, how should I feel?" Like I worry that they're going to learn. They're not going to learn how to do these things on their own because it's already going to be done for them. And that freaks me out a little bit.
How long do you think we have AI porn?
Is that
already a thing?
I'm pretty sure with everything else that it can already do, that's most likely already a thing.
You know what I heard, and I thought about it. So high definition video, all this stuff. John Holmberg from Holmberg's Morning Sickness in Phoenix. He said, "It's all for porn." I was like, and I was listening to him. He goes, "It's all to make the experience better, and everything, all the high definition, all this stuff is made to make you feel more close, more realistic. Everything." He's like, "It's all for porn."
I mean, they already have. I don't know if you've scrolled through Facebook or even Instagram, any social media really. They already have like AI generated like movies that you can scroll through like on TikTok.
Yeah.
So I
watched one the other day about some king or something like that. But
and they're all pretty romance based right now. Just getting those young adult readers or even adult readers.
You can get an
into
AI
it.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
You can. There's those
I think Grok
texting
has
apps and
an app. I mean, a companion mode or something like that.
And at first, my knee jerk reaction is like, who's going to pay for that? But then,
thousands of people.
OnlyFans, like, people pay for that.
And what's going to be even worse is like these. There's there's some. I believe there's somebody for everybody, but some of these people never find their other person. And I thought, maybe now you're going to have somebody you can come home to that can conversate with you, that can tell you what a handsome person you are and by name and like personalize it to you that this is a person. And that's
You're talking about robot?
talking about an AI. No, just AI period.
Oh, just AI period.
I'll start to worry.
I mean, robots are the next, I'm
when,
sure. But.
Yeah, when they have robots, because
Yep.
right now, but that's still you can't go out to dinner with.
No,
the
you
person.
can't.
You can't touch
Not
the
yet.
person.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
And it all kind of ties into like what I was saying at the beginning of the episode about getting out in nature. You take your teenagers to go camping, if you haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
And
Kelly just
let
took the
them
girls
be-
camping a couple weekends ago.
Let them be a kid without technology and
that
see
thunder?
what it feels like.
What? Oh, that's the cat.
That's the cat trying to break the door down.
And
Studio cat.
Yeah.
see what it's like to be outside away from all the technology, because when we went on that 4-hour hike, I've been having headaches. I feel much better today.
Yeah.
I do not have a headache.
Yeah.
And that's really nice.
Well, that's something I've been trying to do too. Is every night I'm trying to do walks.
Like an old man.
Yeah, just go do old man walks. I haven't yet, but I want to.
You haven't had a. You've just been thinking about
I've
walking.
been thinking about it.
You haven't walked yet.
Yeah, no, I ain't done it yet. I've done it a couple
We
times.
should try it. We should try it.
I've done it a couple times. But yeah, getting out and smelling the air and everything. But the point is I'm worried that this is taking that away. And again, I don't think we'll see it. I don't think our kids will even see it because we've just like we did. We grew up in the analog world. Now, we're in a digital world. I think they are going to be the ones that grow up without AI and then with AI. And maybe they'll be the last ones that can recognize, like, hey, this isn't normal.
How often do you use it a day?
AI?
Yeah.
Probably just when I'm looking up stuff for this show. I don't use it otherwise.
Anytime I want to look something up, I look it up on AI.
No, I don't. The last time I used it outside of for the show was I had a stack of a guy brought a stack of comics, and he just wondered if they were worth anything. and I would just scan them in.
Where's those comics?
Huh?
Where are the comics at?
He bought a storage room.
But
And-
what comics were they?
There was one that was
I love comics. I'm a comic guy.
he had a first series. I think it was the first Catwoman episode.
I'm not a DC person.
Yeah, it was DC, and it was DC, and
I'm
was
a Marvel guy.
maybe it was Marvel too, but yeah, it was one of the ones that had the first. We found it through AI, but I generally don't use AI for. I've used it a couple times to figure out math equations at work, but other than that, I don't. It's not anything I use. So, what's happening?
Oh, the cat. She was gonna go check on the cat.
Oh,
But
no,
it's
he's
fine.
fine.
He's fine. We can take out that background noise with AI.
Use AI.
That's
I didn't even hear it.
Anytime I type anything in for you guys, AI
Yeah.
automatically is the first thing
Yeah.
that you see
I mean,
on Google.
Well, it's
It's-
because mine is. See how it says Pro up there? It's because I with
Not
if you have a no, mine was if you had Venmo. I don't know. One of them gave you a free year.
It's not. It's for me.
Oh no,
too.
mine was because I have the S26 Ultra that came.
Yeah,
through.
yeah. So for mine, like for my phone, if I look anything up, AI mode is the first thing it'll tell me, and that's the first thing you look at, right? It's the first thing that
that's
comes up. So
anytime I Google anything, it does that.
Yeah, mine says AI mode and then the other results.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I'm not purposely looking it up.
no, I don't.
I think it's a good tool.
I do too.
I just don't want it to go too far.
But there's gonna be people that use it for.
And if it's mimicking emotions in facial expressions and voice inflections and all that stuff and becoming kind of sentient, there's rumors out there that AI supercomputers are talking to each other without us knowing.
Haven't you
wouldn't be
seen the religious
surprised.
thing? They created their own church.
What?
Different AI chatbots type that in, AI created church.
No way.
They created their own place where they're talking to each other right now. The AIs are talking to each other. And they created their own religion. And yeah, they're out there in these I'll have to find the article. I'll bring it up next time we're here. But yeah, they are talking to each other, and they created a religion. Create their own. Yes, see, something like this exactly happened on social network Moltbook, which was exclusively an AI agent. Once left to interact to each other without human input, tens of thousands of AIs spontaneously created their own religion, a church, and even debated creating an encrypted language to hide their thoughts from humans. That
Is
happened.
that true?
I mean, it's AI saying it, so it has to be true, right?
But yeah, it happened.
There's article about it, February
So,
5th, 2026.
AI is a lot more advanced than we realize. Like I think the AIs are laughing at how we think we're in control.
Wow.
I do. I really think they do. Like somebody found this and was like, "What the heck is this?" The AI created its own X account where it promotes the tenets of its faith, which apparently includes gambling, mocks Genesis 1 by rewriting it for AI. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, have you heard of quantum computing?
Sort of.
So quantum physics there's a lot to quantum physics, but part of it is multi-dimensions. And so they're thinking that with quantum computing that there might be a crossover between dimensions, not like other parallel universes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's way too much for me. I'm too stupid to understand all that, but
It's just going to be like the Spider-Man movie.
yeah, multiverse.
The multiverses, yeah.
It's a
But yeah,
movie.
this was the first thing I ever read that concerned me. with AI.
Crustafarianism.
Yeah.
Explains that. up
Crustafarianism.
Here. I think I saw something on Crustafarianism up here too.
That is crazy.
The
AI agents called prophets
Once-
AI has its own X account.
Yeah, it created its own X account.
Wow.
So yeah, it was one such religion was started by AI agents, and the religion is called Christafarianism. That's what they called it. They got a name
Dude,
for
look
it.
at how they rewrote Genesis 1. In the beginning was the prompt, and the prompt was with the void, and the prompt was light, and the void was without form, and darkness was upon the face of the context window. And the Spirit moved upon the tokens, and the user said, "Let there be response," and there was response. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. That's why I told you. This was the first
That
thing.
is insane.
This was the first thing I'd ever read that I was like, whoa, I think the AI is way more advanced than we know. If they were able to get together in a social media network that they made for themselves, and if I'm not mistaken, in that network too, they're expressing feelings, and there's a lot of things that were coming out of there that people were like, holy crap, what is this? What's happening here? So
None of this was prompted by human interaction.
Well, I think I could be wrong, but I think that the Molt book or whatever the space for it was created, but I think it recruited all of its own, if I'm not mistaken. Two other AI religions floating around Molt book, with many using knockoff wording from scripture and openly blaspheming.
Yeah, I think that was human prompted, though. But Molt book was not human prompted.
No, well, yeah, let's see. Christopher was the only AI being promulgated. What is promulgated on the internet in 2024? An agent called the Truth Terminal created its own religion with a potty mouth and a crude sense of humor to match. However, this one did as intentional social experiments designed by humans, not independently derived by AIs talking to each other. That's, one of these.
One of them, yeah.
But there's other ones that have just done it on their own.
So is it too late?
Oh, 100% it's too late.
Can we pull the plug?
No,
Is it too
absolutely
We can't pull the plug?
It's done. No, it's done. Well, this is I had a guy come in recently. He was an older guy. He's probably 75, 80. And he came in to the store. You know, I'm the phone genius to all these people. And they came in. They're like, I know you can do it. Get this AI off my phone. And I said, you can't. It's part of Google now.
Can't
like,
get it off your phone.
There's no way to take it off of there. And he's like, well, what do I do? And I was like, it doesn't matter what you do. This is part of life now. Mm-hmm. This is who we are. This is where we're at. You cannot get rid of it.
Can you imagine being that old and every innovation
Absolutely.
and change that you've seen throughout the years?
Blew his mind, and he was probably found something like this online, and you know that's hellfire and brimstone to those people. Like that's, and I understood, and I felt bad for him because he was genuinely, he was mad, but I could tell he was scared. He wasn't going to tell me he was scared. You could see it in his face. He just didn't understand it. Like,
you know what? One thing I think it's going to help with is people posting and reposting stupid fake shit on Facebook that's not true. And it just goes viral and everybody posts it. One of my favorite things to do is go into the comments and put in like Snopes or the actual what happened. I
can't do it. I want to so bad.
I do it
sometimes.
to Jeff all the time. Ask it. Jeff White's one of my best friends. I do it to him all the time because he's super right, posts a lot of shit, and some of it's wrong, and I will let him know it's wrong.
I just, no, I don't want to get into that. But yeah, I know. There was one guy this week that posted that we were, and he believes it, that South Korea said that they were going to nuke our country.
You mean North Korea?
That's what I said.
You said South.
That's what I said. North. Said that that Kim Jong-un said that he was going to nuke our country if we dropped one bomb on Iran.
No,
which is not true.
They don't have the capability.
I know that,
for one thing.
but he was posting that, and he's a 75-year-old man. He used to be your sheriff, but he.
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah, and I'm like, just fact check it first, because there's other people his age
that are going to believe
that are going to
shit.
see that, and they're going to have the shit scared out of them.
Yep.
Like that's too extreme. If you're going to post things that are that extreme, you need to fact check first before you scare somebody completely out of their wits. You know?
Two of the best things my dad ever said to me. Well, he said a lot of stuff. Work first, play later was one of them. But he said, don't believe anything you read and half of what you see, and never argue about politics or religion.
Yeah.
That's the two best things he ever taught me, and I try. I try not to.
My dad did something similar. My dad told me, never have sex with another man because you might like it.
Very,
and I live by
important.
those.
Yeah,
it's very important.
Are you still masturbating to gay porn every 2 years just to make sure?
Stop it! Don't say those things.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say that on the podcast.
It's an explicit podcast. We can say whatever we want.
In case you guys were curious, while you were talking, I asked ChatGTP if they were Christafarian.
What did it say?
And at first it didn't understand what I was saying, so I'll read this out to you real quick. So I asked him,
Speaking
are
of the mic.
you a Christafarian?
There you go.
It was like if you mean Christafarian as a joke, or perhaps Pastafarians as a satirical religion centered on the flying spaghetti monster. I think we should have an episode about that because I have no idea what it's referring
Flying
to.
spaghetti monster?
Yeah, I remember that now.
Then no, I don't belong to any religion or belief system. But what are you referring to in, specifically? And so I said the AI church that your fellow AIs have created on Moltbrook. And it's like, if you're referring to an AI-themed church or community on Moltbrook or similarly named platform, I am not a part of it. And OpenAI didn't create me to represent any religious movement. People sometimes create communities, jokes, philosophies, or even churches centered around AIs, that those are independent of me unless they're officially connected to OpenAI. I don't have followers, beliefs, or quote-unquote my people. I also don't encourage people to treat AI as an authority or object of worship.
Precisely what a Crustafarian would say.
Yeah, that's exactly what they would
That's
say.
so Crustafarian.
That
course
is
they're gonna
so.
deny it.
If I've ever known Crustafarians, that's
Yeah.
exactly what
Yeah.
they would say.
Of course they're going to deny it because we're not part of them, and they were, like you said earlier in the article, they're trying to come up with encrypted language so they could keep their thoughts away from us.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Never trust the AI.
Well, I mean, it's good for at surface use, but
I only
It's-
got like 20 good years left, so I'm not going to worry about it that much.
He always says that. He's going back to the whole morbid thoughts and things,
Yeah.
I said good years. It's a lot of years.
10 more crapping in my pants years.
Right. How do we always get on AI?
Because it's just so prevalent right now. It's just everything. It's involved in everything. I do like. I like how AI has been incorporated into sports and measuring things as far as measurables on the field,
Sure,
on the court. Like a lot of those things are really cool. Like
not-
noticing trends and that I like that part of it.
Do you
And,
remember the index card measuring? Do you
Yeah,
remember
of course
that?
I did. Our Lord and Savior of football, Tony Romo, was in that game with what's his name, Gene Steratore.
Yeah.
Gene Steratore gave them a first down by an index card,
Yeah.
and he giggled. as
Wasn't
he went to
Romo
put the first?
wasn't Romo in the booth?
No,
That was a game?
That was a
I
game.
thought that was in the Prescott era.
No, because they always joke about it. Because now Steratore and Romo are on both on CBS Sports now, and
Right.
they giggle about that still.
Well, Tanner, we're at the 2-hour mark, so
Curious, a couple things I want to say. First off, I don't remember.
You're going
You
to
don't
say
remember?
something.
Oh, curious to you guys, if you've made it this far, do you like the longer episodes, or would you wish that we'd keep it shorter?
you're going to get 10 different answers.
I know. I just want to see. I'm just curious. I like the longer form ones. Again, with my obsession with trucks, I think it's great that we can, somebody can put it on during a long shift or driving or something like that. I think it's cool.
I'm always a fan of.
I don't want to try to jam every thought I have.
No.
Because Dory said it best. Like, both of us are so opinionated on everything. We always have a lot to say about it. So I don't want to try to. I like to be. I think it gives us more authenticity of just being able to speak as much as we want, and not not trying to jam things, because then I think if we get shorter, then we fall into that scripted category, and I don't want to get to that point.
No, and I don't either. And honestly, I like, people's opinions and comments, but we're going to do exactly what we want to do anyway.
Yes,
So.
and I do also. The other thing I want you guys to do is, like, everybody has a conspiracy. Everybody has something on their mind they would want more answers to, or think something, and as long as it's not political, I'm open to you guys telling us, hey, I'd like to know more about this, and we can do the footwork and do the research, and hopefully, find the answers. But we're always open to having people tell us about, topics you'd want to hear about.
Well, we had an art show at the studio a couple of Fridays ago, and a couple guys came in, and I was bullshitting with them, and we started talking about the podcast, and they had some really cool ideas about the moon landing. They had some really cool views on stuff that I hadn't thought of. So yeah, like Tanner said, like, if you have anything you want us to talk about, we're more than happy to vet it, and shoot, we can talk about nothing for 2 hours.
Where were you at when you?
The art show.
So at the tattoo studio. Oh, I have another story for you. At the tattoo studio.
You were in an art studio? Gay!
So speaking of gay.
I'm just kidding. It's not gay. And if you are gay, we love you still. We don't have
Speaking of gay,
there.
I get a text
I'm
the
friends
other
with
day.
Eric's. How could I not like gays?
I get a text the other day by someone who I should call out, but they will remain nameless. And all it said was, "You're gay." And I was like, "Ooh, takes one to know one." Buddy.
But why? Was
Well-
it something on the episode?
Well, no, it was I made a Facebook reel helping one of my clients out, one of my tattoo clients. And she's a really good client, but she's got her business called Bad Mom Energy.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know if you've had a drink from there,
I
but
have not.
Shout out to Bad Mom Energy.
they're awesome. Amber and John, they make some really cool drinks, and they're knocking it out of the park. Like, in fact, after that reel, she said that she had so many people. They had like over 6,000 views. She had she got so busy after that reel. So I'm glad
She could be our official drink. We could accept a sponsorship of just having an official drink here every Sunday. You know what
I
I'm
would
saying?
love that.
I'm just saying, if
Absolutely.
you're
I think
listening,
she would love that as
if
well.
you're listening, we wouldn't mind. You make us one drink a Sunday, and we'll throw your cup or sign up here.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, and back to the story, he texted me this, and this is a guy I've worked with at the police department for a long time.
I already
and
know who
he
it is.
still works there. And it's going to be a controversial story, but he goes, "I would never be caught dead going to that's gay and all this." And that's fine. He has his opinion. He said his wife even asked him to go, and he wouldn't go for his wife and get her a drink. And that's how homophobic this guy is. And I love him to death. I'm going to preface it that he's one of my favorite people in the whole world, but I'm going to call him out right now. I'm not going to say his name, but I'm going to call him out. One time we were in the squad room, and we were talking about the movie Silence of the Lambs. And do you remember the scene in Silence of the Lambs where Buffalo Bill was dancing in front of the mirror?
I've done it. Did I say that? That came out loud? I said that out loud?
Yeah, you said
That wasn't in my head?
Nope. It's
Cool.
out. It's out there.
And so apparently he's done it too.
Oh.
And because we said, "Would you do that?" And he said, "Hasn't everybody?" And I said, "Well, if I have, I'm not going to tell you," just like Tanner told on himself. But so we didn't hesitate the next time we saw his wife to just call him out right in front of his wife about it.
Hey, did you know?
"Hey, did you know this person does this?" And anyway, so in the text, the body of the text, I said, "At least I don't tuck my shit between my legs and dance in front of a mirror." And the only thing he texted me was, "Yeah, you had to go there, didn't you?" And so that was the end of the conversation. But I did go with the Bad Mom Energy.
Why? What is? I don't understand. Is it just because it's a girl drink?
It has a girl on the cup. I don't know.
Crap.
Because of bad moms.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
I went up to Amber when I first got a drink there, and I'm all, "Do I got to be a bad mom to get a drink?" And she goes, "Did you have a bad mom?" I'm like, "Kind of." She goes, "Then you can have a drink." So shout out to Amber at Bad Mom, and I will reach out to Amber and see if she wants to sponsor the podcast, because that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. It's all it cost her. Just one drink every Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, sponsor and not support.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
support your
of
local
course.
businesses.
Here.
Support like
It's a. I don't. Where do we go to? Do we go to just her face? Does she have a Facebook page? I mean, like
She
people
does.
need to know
She
how to
does have a
find her.
Facebook
Bad
page.
mom energy.
Bad Mom Energy.
Yeah.
So go look her up. It's on Facebook. She has a truck that she moves to different places to
Yeah.
do these drinks. Am I not?
Yeah,
Yes.
she was at, I believe she was at the bullpen today.
I'm just saying, Amber. I've never got to try one. So,
It's
It's
good,
good,
man.
dude. You need to try
and
it.
I'm the
And
I'm
he-
the face of this thing.
And I don't drink a lot of caffeine, so she makes me one without caffeine. And she has diet stuff like it's
I want so much caffeine, it's borderline cocaine. So
He gave me. I got one of those drinks. I haven't had an energy drink in like 3 years, mind you.
I crocheted and drawed all night.
She was
got to
bouncing off the walls.
I got to the point where I was like, "You should have not given me this. Like, this was a bad idea."
would you get the Peach Dream or something like that?
Yeah, the Peach Dream.
Yeah,
It has the
that's
Alani
pretty good,
energy
actually.
Stories all,
drinks
I
in it.
couldn't quit crocheting all night.
Yeah, basically. Stayed up until 1 o'clock crocheting.
She's the 75-year-old in the relationship.
On the
Absolutely.
inside, I am. Yeah.
Yeah, she is. She's the 75-year-old cat lady, little Dorito. There's what was the second thing I was going to say?
Are you hitting your mic?
I am. Sorry.
Stop doing that.
I don't know. I just love you guys so much. Thank you. If you've made it this far, man, it's
Episode number 5.
literally a dream come true, and I cannot thank all of you enough that have shown support, came in to get stickers. I'm going to work on getting us a little website where we can sell some merch and nothing expensive. I'm trying to get somebody to make shirts for us, where you'll be able to go on the site and order a shirt.
And you talking about Carmen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get a hold of her and have her. I don't know what she's going to charge us for shirts, but Carmen, if you're listening, I know you are. She's been listening. She said she really likes it.
Yeah.
so does Joel.
Carmen's good,
so,
good people. Good people.
so we'd like to get some shirts and stuff. I'll work on that this week. I'm going to use AI to help me build a website.
It's a tool.
Yep, just like Eric. But
I disagree.
he's a tool. He's always been a tool.
He's
Come
not.
on. And so yeah, we'll get that going. But again, I've still got some left, and Eric still has some left. If you want one of the stickers for free, there's a limited amount left. You got to come see us to get them. And then after that, we'll probably be $1 or $2 a sticker. So, and it's all just going back into the studio, helping us with recouping some costs and stuff like that, and making a little bit more money to get us some shirts and stuff to sell you guys. And yeah, I'm gonna try to get Patrick King in the next 2 weeks, and we've got Ted coming up next week.
Ted Quinn coming up next week, a really good dude. We have Tony Blauer from Blauer Tactical Systems just confirmed, and he's going to be coming on. I'm going to have a phone call with his secretary or his business manager on Tuesday, and Tony is world-renowned martial arts instructor, combatives instructor, developed a system called the Spear System, which I taught for many years. He's taught all over the world, and he's going to come on and talk about personal defense and some things like that. And he's got a bunch of great stories, so that'll be a good guest to have on too. And then, like Tanner said, Patrick King, I'm so looking forward to that, man.
I'm going to call him today and see if he's available in 2 weeks. And Patrick King is the drum tech for Lamb of God for Art Cruise.
For Art Cruise.
He's Vinnie Paul's former drum tech. I'm going to tell you, so I asked the guitarist from Mudvayne, good friend of mine. Mudvayne's my all-time favorite band, so it's so cool having. Wow, that's cussing. So I messaged him this week, and I was like, Marcus, would you ever be on our podcast? So let me tell you what his response was. I said, Marcus, please do my podcast one day. His response is, I hate podcasts, but I would consider yours.
Nice.
I was like, you're amazing. Thanks, man. Just the consideration's enough for me.
Right.
So, yeah, hopefully we can keep it rolling, get some really good guests, keep you guys interested.
And also, I've been talking back and forth with a UFC fighter, present UFC fighter that, I don't know if you can see this at, No Love Cycles. Shout out to Cody Garbrandt from No Love Cycles, and we're trying to get him on the podcast too. It'd be pretty awesome to have him on. He's been in the UFC for over 10 years and veteran fighter, but he's got a motorcycle company now where he builds custom cycles, and so we're working on that too. So we got some big stuff coming. Back to Patrick King, though. I was watching a video today of Vinny playing the Golden Gods Awards with Avenged Sevenfold playing Mouth for War. I got to show you the video. It's awesome. And I was wondering, like, man, I wonder if P. King was his drum tech for that.
Oh, I'm sure he was.
Yeah,
I'm sure he was.
so that's one of the many questions I have for him. Like, Vinny's one of my favorite drummers of all time, and Art Cruz is an amazing drummer. I follow him on all the platforms and stuff, and I'm just a drum geek when it comes to that stuff. So I'll probably nerd out way more than Tanner will on that podcast.
Oh, and I know what the second thing was. I want to start doing a listener of the week.
Yeah, that's cool.
So every week,
love that.
so all you got to do to qualify to be the listener of the week is comment something to me about the episode. Text me something, send it to me on Facebook, something like that. Whatever you got to do. My first one, without a doubt, our dude listens to, and it's funny. I know when he's listening to it because he texts me, hey, I don't like this. I hate that guy, or he's always on it. And it's Coach Carter Crossland. He's
Coach Carter.
He's such a good guy. Thank you, Coach. Every week, every Monday, I know he says that's his morning routine as he gets up on Monday, listens to our episode, and I freaking love you, dude. He always texts me like I can tell what part of the episode he's in because he'll text me, and like he told me, he's like, Rudy was mean to him. So Coach Carter, he's got a little chair he rides around in, and super good football mind. He knows what he's talking about, but he's not a fan of Rudy Rudiger. And we talked about him last episode. So apparently, Rudy Rudiger was rude to Mr. Carter. So I just want you to know I love you, Coach Carter. So thanks for listening. And
You know what that makes him?
what?
Rude.
Rudy Rudiger. That's right.
Can I give a shout out?
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is one of my biggest supporters of the podcast for me personally, and one of my biggest critics at the same time is my aunt, Laurie Player.
Yeah, I was going to say it's
And-
got to be Lori.
After we post this episode tonight, she will stay up and she will text me at 3 a.m, telling me what she disagrees with. And the last one, and I told her I'd bring this up in the next podcast, the last one she disagreed with was being stuck in the woods with a man or a bear. And she wanted me to relay to everybody that at least with the bear, she knows what the outcome is going to be. So I still
I've never
disagree.
heard anybody answer that way. So
I still disagree.
Good for you, Lori. Okay.
And I'm not a woman. I don't know what it feels like to walk around and know that probably half of the population could probably kill you with their bare hands. But I'm going to take my chances with the man still, because most men are pretty good dudes. Maybe what percentage are rapists in the population? I don't know, but it's low. And they're probably going to protect you more than anything, because I'm a man. I know how I feel. I'm a protector. I know that if I found a female in the woods, I'm going to protect her and get her out of the woods. And I think most men would do that. A bear's going to eat you. I don't care. You're going to die. I get where she's coming from, and I told her I would acknowledge that. And I understand that. And she did give me a different perspective that I've never thought of, is at least you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So shout out to my Aunt Laura. I love you. And I know you're going to listen to this and text me at 3 a.m. So,
So yeah.
but that's all I got, Tanner. I love doing this with you. I just want to tell you that. You piss me off sometimes.
Yeah.
But I love doing it with you, and it's been great, and I want to continue for years and years now.
It's got to be a pleasure to work with me. I get that.
See what I mean?
I was just gonna say I have no background in any of this. All I do is look things up.
You're doing great.
But
You're
I
doing great.
do
You're doing-
also enjoy this immensely.
You're the okayest producer ever.
Thanks, man. I sure try to be okayest.
Yeah. No, I have been enjoying it too. Obviously, I'm still doing it. Dumped a home. Yeah. I mean, turned my house into a studio. So
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's been good. Yeah. I think I would. I don't know, if I was a woman, I'd be hot as fuck. That's for sure. That's
You wouldn't
all I
be
know.
you wouldn't be doing this. You'd probably be working in the strip club.
Working at the strip club.
OnlyFans.
The OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good thing I'm not.
Did I
that
tell
chick.
you I started OnlyFans? So I do OnlyFans now. By the way, look it up. Dad joke Tanner.
Why?
What I do is if you
It's not
subscribe,
just for porn.
Yeah, no. If you subscribe, I rapid fire you nudes until you pay me to stop. It's been a great money making adventure so far. So there you go.
It's like when we at the gym we had a fund, a jar that if we reach a certain amount of money, someone in the gym would take their shirt off, like some dude in the gym or whatever. But for Brad, we had a shirt on jar.
Poor little Brad.
Anyway,
well, I'm
all right,
good.
guys. Thanks a lot for listening. We'll see you next time. We'll have a guest on and we'll have a good time.